This week we're talking about the new Starfield updates and that DLSS 5, whatever the hell that thing was. And maybe we're going to talk some Pokopia. Mike's not here, but I'm joined by Gianni. We will talk to you in just a second. Hey, Storymoders! Welcome back to the Storymoders Podcast. As I said earlier, my name is Robert. Mike is not here tonight. He is feeling a bit under the weather. And our pre-planned guest, TKS Mantis, also feeling a bit under the weather. But the homie Gianni DiCrosta, am I saying that right? Am I saying that wrong?
Gianni. Oh, got it. Close enough.
Did I say Gianni? I said Gianni, right?
Yeah, Giannis, like Antetokounmpo, the basketball player.
I haven't been drinking it. That's my problem. You know? From the Content Mill Podcast is joining me tonight. Gianni, welcome in. Thank you for joining me.
Robert, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Calling that last second audible. I'm so glad to join and talk Starfield with you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our... I wonder who Blaster Goblin says we're wearing the same shirt. I don't know who he could be talking to. Which one of us? Our guest TKS Mantis hit me up earlier today. He is under the weather as well. You know, him and Mike, different ones. We're in different parts of the country, so it'd be weird if they both had the same illness. But yeah, so it was just kind of a last minute thing. But because of this whole Starfield update and all this news that came out today, we're like, I'm still gonna want to fucking talk about Starfield. I gotta get somebody who's Starfield. Absolutely. Turns out, Johnny, big Starfield head.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Gianni, for those who may not know who you are, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, let people know who you are?
My name is Gianni. I'm the podcast host, editor, producer over at the Content Mill with my three co-hosts, Phil, Nate, and Eric. It's four content creators that all kind of joined forces like Voltron to start a podcast. And I also Twitch stream, make some long form content. You could find me really anywhere on socials or on media platforms. I'm everywhere. So Twitch streaming, long form content, short form content, and a full blown podcast that we release once a week. It's pretty much like a variety topic video game show. And it's just four friends getting together to talk games. It's a really fun time.
That's four friends. It's a bit much. Am I right, Mike? Oh, I made myself sad. No, it's yeah. You guys are fucking killing it. You enjoying the game? You enjoying the whole podcast thing so far?
I am. I mean, I'm doing this full time now as kind of like a way to build a resume around, different skills in the podcast and media world. So It's been really fun to see all sides of producing, editing, writing, hosting, guesting, all that kind of stuff. So it's been a fun reason to build a skill set, and I get to just kick it with my friends all day and talk about the things I love the most, which is video games. It's really cool.
Video games are fucking cool, man.
They're awesome, dude. They're so good.
Give me just a second. I forgot to turn my fridge on.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. It's just not loud as fuck for some reason. Okay. That thing is usually just the loudest thing in this house. And I thought it was off, but it's just keeping my other beers cold. Yeah, man. We've been doing the podcast thing for a couple years now, like the weekly thing, and more recently I've been trying to do more and more of like the long form and like short form, like the other content and everything. Yeah, dude, it's just fun,
Absolutely. You gotta love what you do. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, it's corny to say, but if you don't, like, what are you doing it for? You know what I mean? So I
look on Reddit sometimes. I know. But like there's some groups on Reddit that are like, new YouTubers or like small YouTubers and stuff, and you get some good advice there sometimes.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while you see a post and someone's like, should I just stop doing this? And they're just, they don't get a lot of views and everything. And I'm just like, yeah, if that's your reason for doing it, yeah. Because I mean, if you're not having a good fucking time doing it,
right,
don't do it.
If you're not doing it because you love it, then you're wasting your time and your breath.
We would all love, we'd probably all love more views. I'd love to have the audience that Gabi has. He kills it, but maybe one day.
Blaster Goblin's killing it over there.
Blaster
Absolutely,
fucking murdering it.
Absolutely.
And by it, I mean the world record Tony Hawk Shred.
Tony Hawk Shred speedrun.
Yeah, it's fucking world champion, man. It's crazy. It's crazy that we know him. You know,
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's so nuts.
Absolutely.
Gianni, we've got a question that we ask first-time guests here.
Yeah.
Two, technically. What is the first game you ever played, and what is your favorite game of all time?
Oh man, first game I ever played. So here's the thing, my dad's a gamer, so we had games in the house growing up, and I've said this on other pods, like my grandma played Tetris and stuff on the Game Boy. So it's hard for me to nail down like what the first game would be, but I remember having in the house, it was a lot of Tetris, it was a lot of Mario Bros, like original Super Mario. And then I also remember the original Metroid. So those three things like all kind of like conflate a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I grew up playing a lot of like Nintendo games. Early adopters of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was like a huge hit in my house as a 3-year-old. You know what I mean? In terms of best games, that's always like the hardest question, dude.
Yeah.
I did say this recently. It's always a knee-jerk reaction between Final Fantasy 7 or 10. Those are two of my favorite Final Fantasies and one of my favorite franchises. And also a big fan of early Pokemon. Pokemon Red and Blue just changed my life forever.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think it's by any means like the best game, but it's the one I feel like had the most impact on how I look at video games as like a medium and a format for storytelling and just getting lost in games. Like I was that trainer, you know what I mean? And it changed my life forever, easily. Yeah,
and that's, I mean, there's a big difference between what you think the best game is and what your favorite game is. We hear it a lot on like you know, you and I are both kind of funny best friends. We hear a lot about like a 7 that I love like a 10. And you know, your favorite game might be, to other people, not that great. Gabi's favorite game, Mind's Eye. That game is dog shit. We both played it. It's not good. But hey, you know what? I'm not gonna fault him for that. Okay, the fault's not in my stars. The fault is in our stars.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, favorite game is I like asking that because nobody has an answer. But then you're like, what's the answer though? And you gotta think of like, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Yeah. If you exist in this space, like you're gonna have a different answer depending on the day of the week. You know what I mean? I think of like Resident Evil 2 Remake as another one that's up there. I love BioShock Infinite is probably right there on my, and I know Infinite is always like the controversial one. Man, there's just so many good games out there.
2 would be the controversial one there.
Yeah, I think 2 is definitely the most controversial, but people will still look at you sideways if you tell them you like Infinite over 1. And again, do I like it? Do I think it's a better game? No, but do I think it just impacted me in a way that was a little different than BioShock 1?
I played BioShock 1 when it first came out. Still has one of my all-time favorite jump scares in a video game.
The dentist office?
No.
Because that was mine in that game.
It was kind of, I think, late in the game. I just remember you're walking through, I think it's like fairly late in the game, actually. And you're walking through a hallway and the lights are like flickering as you're walking. And then there's dead bodies all over the ground as you're trying to get to your
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Light keeps flickering, and then after a minute, you get to a certain way, the lights flicker off and then back on, and then all the dead bodies jump back up and start running at you. It's...
God, what a game. What a game. Maybe 1 is my favorite. Who could say?
Infinite, though, I played for the first time, I think it was either last year or the year before, because I was gifted that, you know, like the remastered codes or whatever, like the BioShock Remastered collection. So I played it that way. 2, I have played for maybe 20 minutes to get 1 achievement, and then I'll go back to it someday, maybe. I did that in December. I made a whole video about it over on our YouTube, about how I played 48 games in 3 days. BioShock 2 was one of them. Yeah.
Wow. BioShock 2, I think, overly hated, but it's definitely the weakest of the 3. It's it's not even a question.
Yeah. Gabi says he got an email from Build a Rocket Boy today. If you can share what's in that email, I would love to hear it.
Mind's Eye too.
Those people are fucking nuts. That CEO is a fucking psychopath. Making perfect games, though. Build a Rocket Boy gun, you know. Gianni, what have you been playing lately?
I have been playing. Oh man, I feel like I've been playing so much. I just finished Prey 2017 on stream for our episode of the podcast, which is dropping tomorrow morning. Which was my first time playing Prey 2017. Had a pretty good time. Playing a lot of Dark Souls 2. First time with Dark Souls 2. Resident Evil Requiem just came out. I'm playing through Resident Evil Requiem. Really enjoying Resident Evil Requiem, but Pokopia, man, is just. It's like such a time sink for me right now. Anytime I have free time, which is very rare, I want to be playing Pokopia. It's taken over my life, dude.
Anytime Pokopia is not on screen, we should be asking, "Where's Pokopia?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But Pokopia is just like an obsession.
Last week's episode was all about Pokopia and how much I've been loving it. And I think it's an amazing game. I think it's fun as hell. I think it's addicting. I think it's charming as shit. I hit the credits and just put it down.
Good in a good way or a bad way?
I haven't in a good way. Like I hit the credits and I was like, I got to like the end of the story bit of it, and now like there's more to do. Obviously, I can like build up my stuff, and you can go and you get more. You actually get another thing. I don't want to say too much. You get stuff after you hit the credits and everything, and you can definitely go and find more Pokemon, build more of the habitats, build up your stuff. But like I hit the credits and from the story, got a couple of those things there, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna step back for a minute. I did get I posted another video on our YouTube yesterday. Just no talking. It's just gameplay of Pokopia, where I excavate out the entire like underground to build one of the giant altars that you can build for a few of the legendary Pokemon. So I got that whole thing built underground.
Nice.
And the video I posted is literally just me using the different tools and just going through this entire fucking underground area and just clearing out everything.
So therapeutic too.
Oh my god, dude, it was so nice. It's so nice.
Like I wasn't a fan of what was it, Bonanza, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Let me rephrase that. It wasn't that I wasn't a fan of it. It just it didn't have the staying power for me. But there was something so therapeutic about just crushing landscapes. I'm getting that same feeling with Pokopia, where I'm just like, what if I just go clear that whole mountain over there? It's so awesome.
That's literally what I did. I did that, cleared. I put one of those things inside of a mountain, and one completely underground, and then one impossibly in the air, because I didn't think to go underground. The homie Jesus has been playing Pokopia as well. So I've been to the first two areas. The next area I'll probably mess with tonight, though. Dude, you are going to if you're liking it now, you're just getting more of it, and it's fucking great.
I've done the first 3 areas. I plan. I don't know how many there are. The vibe I'm getting is that there's like 4 or 5. Yeah. But my plan is to just kind of not mainline the main story, but like for the most part, very focus on it. And then once I get to credits, I'm gonna pick an area and just be like, all right, this is my home now.
I won't say anything to that. But that's kind of where I'm at. I actually built a little warehouse thing on kind of where I'm making my main area. I built a little warehouse with a small little room, and I literally keep anything that isn't usable stuff, like anything that's like furniture, all that stuff. All of that is in boxes in this one little warehouse place. The only thing I keep on me as I'm running around and like out in other biomes is wood and like lumber and stuff to like build with. Everything else I put in one single location,
one place,
one central location, so that I'm like, oh, you know what? It's slightly annoying if I want this thing that's in this box, but it's better than having to go to 4 or 5 different places because I forgot where I fucking put it.
Yeah. I'm still like in that, because one of my takeaways too, once I had gotten like 10, 15 hours in, I was like, they do a really good job of, you'll have it in the back of your head where you're like, oh man, I wish I could have X, Y, and Z mechanic. And then they figure out a way to kind of just like, here's that mechanic. Now you can do this now. So you're never dealing with an issue for too long to where it becomes an annoyance. The only exception for me has been the storage, you know, and I'm upgrading my backpack and that, but like I still find a way to like completely blow my backpack out of the water. So I don't know how much that keeps expanding through the end game, but other than that, it's like anytime you have even like a remote inkling of an issue, they will immediately go, okay, well, here's a mechanic to make that easier for you. And it's just perfectly paced, dude. I love this damn game.
Gabi got back to us about the email. It's a terms of service change
update.
email, but it's the strangest one I've ever seen. It says if you play their game or use their website, then you agree, and if you don't agree, they would like you to stop playing. Not a problem there, Gabi. All right,
please stop playing.
I can do that. I can do that. Addicted to working on stuff in games, so Pokopia is perfection. Says OMGs, and
100%. Agreed.
100%.
Totally agreed.
I like I now has started building like the prefab houses. Like, putting blocks together and everything. So I put together a few little, you know, block houses in a couple places. Or, you know, in one of the areas, I think actually it's in multiple areas. I don't think it's in the very, actually, is it? Yeah, kind of. But in most of the areas, you'll see like houses that are partial, you know, like that were there, and it's just like it's missing a bunch of different things. It's missing part of the roof, and I've rebuilt a couple of those things. Yeah, you know, just like made other. It doesn't fucking match, obviously, because I don't know. I'm not going to go and figure out exactly what color. No, it's just like, okay, this was a concrete house, and now there's beach sand. You know. But yeah.
See, and I only knew the prefabs at first.
Really?
So like I was like the first biome I was like prefab, and it wasn't until I got to the second area that I think I was watching a Kind of Funny Games Daily, and somebody had mentioned like, oh yeah, as long as you it was Greg and Joey were streaming it. And they were like, as long as you build a 1 level high blocks all around with a door, it'll count as a house. And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes my life so much easier. Just to have like something there temporarily until I go, this is my home. Now let's build all the houses up.
That's what I would do. Like when I would get to the first area is literally just put down enough to where I could, do the four walls with a door and then plant the flag so that, our friend, I don't know if you know him, NeoAoshi, another Kind of Funny best friend.
Of course.
Yeah, great dude, NeoAoshi. Fucking idiot, love him. But he's been playing Pokopia on stream, and yesterday we just got through to him that if you have a house in a biome, if you put your flag in a place in a biome, you can fast travel to it. Because he was running back and forth through the tunnels every time.
Oh no.
It was like, why don't you just go? He's like, oh man, I wonder if I'll ever get a fast travel thing, you know, or like an option to fast travel. And I just put in the chat, I'm like, motherfucker, that's already there. And everybody in the chat.
Oh my gosh. But I think it's an easy game to fall victim to, like you kind of will just breeze over some mechanics. Like I couldn't figure out how to get my Pokemon back to their houses if they got lost. Yeah. And I looked it up and they're like, oh, you just put honey on one of the houses. And then I was like, wait a minute. They actually explained that like in the first 30, 40 minutes of the game. And I completely breezed over it. So Neo, I feel you, dude. Even though that must have been a pain in the ass. I feel you, brother.
No, because we were like watching him stream and he kept like running through the tunnels. And at first I was like, oh, he's just, doing it for whatever reason. And then he mentioned, he's like, oh yeah, I wish I was a way that I could just go back to it really quick. And he was in
Christ.
He was in like the final area of the game, and we're like, "You've gone this fucking far, dude."
Oh my god.
Okay, Gabi says, "Hold up, you can what?" Yeah, Gabi. I don't know if you're kidding or not.
A revelation for him too.
If you plant your flag at a house and it says, "Hey, this is now your house," when you pull up your Pokédex in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little house icon. Click on that. And it will say, where do you want to go to? And you can select any of the... Like, I think you only get one house per area, obviously.
Per area, yeah.
Yeah. But then,
what I did... build the flags, I think. Or
what I did there is, built the flag, made a place, just a couple walls and a door. And then built a few of those, like, the big storage chests. And put those right there. And that's kind of... And I'm like, that's the only storage chest that I have in this whole biome. Is right by this flag, so that
easy access, and it's right by your home.
I put my house at the top of the mountain. I've been climbing my ass at the top every. Jesus Christ!
Oh God! Jesus. It's not even one of those games where you're like, yeah, it's not like Spider-Man where you're like, yeah, I don't even mind. I don't need to fast travel. Like, I don't mind traversing the map. It's like, no, I mean, it's kind of a slow game. Pokopia is not like fun to traverse for like hours.
Yeah. The most fun traversal I've had in the game is honestly just using one of the power. I don't want to, because I don't know exactly what you have just yet.
Yeah, I have two left. So
yeah, using one of them that helps you bulldoze through things as quick as possible.
I have that one. Yeah. It's very fun.
That's what I was using to go underground. Is I would get to I would go a couple blocks underground, and then just use that and just fucking roll around. Yeah. Until that was empty.
Yeah, that one's a fun traversal.
Yeah, it's so fun. Pokopia. We can literally talk about Pokopia a lot, but
I could absolutely.
That was last week. Okay.
Got news.
And this week, we were gonna just talk about Starfield. We were gonna have TKS Mantis on here just to glaze Starfield. He is the Fallout guru. If you don't know who he is, look him up on YouTube. I think like 500,000 subs. Dude's incredible. He's fucking great, and big, huge Bethesda fan, massive Fallout guy. We had him on our Fallout Season 2 recap series a couple of times for the first episode and the final episode of the season. But yeah, we were going to just, talk about Starfield with him. And then today, Bethesda's like, oh, you want to talk about Starfield tonight? Here's all the new fucking Starfield stuff coming out this year. Also, it's coming out in PS5. Go fuck yourself. Go talk about this. And then called Gianni, and he told me literally right before we started, he's like, hey, just so you know, I love Starfield. I was like, oh, that's good. Oh, okay. That's fine.
I do love Starfield. Definitely love Starfield.
Let's switch over here. I think this has a little bit of audio. This is just the major update video, the deep dive. This is just going to be kind of on the screen as we chat to get some of this stuff. So, Gianni, what's your? You told me off stream, but let's just kind of get it on here. What's your history with Starfield?
So I'm a Bethesda fan since Oblivion. Oblivion was another one of those kind of like life-changing, holy shit, is this what games can do type deals. Yeah, Oblivion was just so great, and from there it was just I got into the Fallout franchise. Skyrim was the first game I ever remember like calling out of work to just play for like three days straight.
Yeah.
So when Starfield was coming out, it was exciting because like for me it was the first. I jumped in on Oblivion, which is Elder Scrolls 4. Fallout 3 was my first Fallout title. It was exciting because Starfield was like the first new IP from this story developer that I had come to love like halfway into these franchises. I adored Starfield. I know Starfield had like a really middling release, it felt like. It didn't really seem to get as much critical acclaim as I think people were expecting it to get.
I'm not even sure I would say expecting. I would more say hoping.
Right. Yes, that's probably a better word. Absolutely, that's probably a better word. But yeah, I don't. It's not that I haven't played a lot of like Western RPGs or RPGs period growing up, because I play a lot of RPGs. I don't, however, play MMOs, and stick with me through this. Mm-hmm. I do not play MMOs. Starfield, to me, felt like it was giving me that MMO experience without actually being an MMO, because out the gate, you're kind of like picking your character traits, and like the character creation aspect of Starfield made me feel like I am role playing. I am role playing as this character.
Yeah.
I wanted to have someone who I was like, I think I picked the homesteader. So I was like, okay, this is like going to be my person through this experience. So I got really lost in like the character, the character building, and just like becoming this role with Starfield. Mm-hmm. I also thought Starfield has one of, if not the coolest new game plus mechanics
100%.
I've ever seen in a game. I've 100%. Ever seen in a game.
Just a heads up for those watching and or listening. We're probably going to spoil the main story of Starfield, a few of those bits here to talk about these updates. So if you haven't finished Starfield, why? Fucking, if you're interested in it, do it. Go through the Unity, because that's what we're going to be talking about.
Or don't.
Mostly. But yeah, or don't, yeah. But yeah, no, the New Game Plus, like that whole thing is incredible. I think, yeah, like you said, it's I think the best way that any game has done it, because it actually is part of the story.
The story. Yeah.
You know, I know like games like, you know, I don't know if it's like more of a New Game Plus or if you just play it over again, but like Nier Automata, where you play it a few times to get the full story. It's not necessarily that. It is literally you are going from one universe to another. If you want.
It's one continuous story.
Yeah.
It's not not multiple stories. Yeah, it's just so damn clever. And we talked about this on the Content Mill, where we were going through our favorite video game romances. And one of my picks, I can't remember who brought it up. It might have been me. I don't want to take too much credit. Somebody, we brought up Starfield. And my thing was
Andrasia.
like Andrasia, dude. Like, it was one of those ones where there was like it was one of the first games where I remember, like, there's a point in the storyline when you're romancing these characters where they start to call you by pet names. And I remember, like, my ears perked up and I was like, oh, that's different. Like, that's interesting. So when you get to the end of the game and you have this choice to, they do this really cool thing where they show you like this walkthrough diorama of all your relationships and the choices you've made. And then your relationship with whoever you romanced. And you kind of have that moment where you're like, damn, like, I don't want to leave wifey behind. I don't want to leave all my friends behind. Like, it really puts you at this interesting emotional crossroads that I don't think I've experienced in many games, you know. And I don't think everyone saw that side of Starfield.
Like, as a video game, you're like, oh yeah, cool. Let me, I want to do the New Game Plus because I want to go through this, spoilers. Okay, spoiler time. At the end of Starfield, your entire kind of story ends up with you trying to build this thing, which the name escapes me. This like thing that will bring you to a place called the Unity. And at the Unity, you have the option to go through the Unity, which is kind of like it's a tunnel. I don't know. And if you go through the Unity, that's how you start your New Game Plus run. You go through the Unity and you come out on the other side. You have all of your stats. You don't have all of your gear, which apparently this is something that they're adding in here, which is fucking great. I love it. You don't have like any of your gear or anything or like your money, but you have all of your stats. So then you can build your character from there. You can't redo your traits or anything, but whatever. XP gains are still there. But then you literally start the game again from right after the very, very opening mission of the game, where you're in, if you've played Starfield at the very beginning, you're in a cave and you're, excavating it and everything, and you touch a thing and you go fucking crazy, whatever. Right after that is where you come out of the Unity, and you're literally just in a new universe starting the game over again. And you can go and meet the same characters. You can, if you want to romance the same person, you can, but you don't have that history there. If you want to romance somebody else, you can. If you don't want to do anything. And then one of the other things with the Unity, and I don't know, how many times did you go through it?
So this was like my experience was I only went through it once.
Okay.
I don't really like replay games often. But I went through the Unity one time and I had that moment of like going, again, this is just the emotional impact I had with this game, was like, I go through the Unity, no one remembers who you are. And then the cool twist on the gameplay is like the game is aware that you've done this. So you can like actually respond to things like before they've even happened, like almost like you have this foresight of events that are to come. And I had this moment, I use this reference on the Content Mill. It's that episode of the Twilight Zone, that old episode of the Twilight Zone where, he wants peace and quiet. So all he could do is read his books, and he's sitting there by himself, and he's kind of like has this moment of reflection, and his glasses break, and he's like, oh my God, like I have nobody, I have nothing. I had that same experience with Starfield where I was like, this isn't my world. This isn't what I wanted. And it almost felt like this sad, tragic ending to my character. You know what I mean? So I only went through that one time, but I do plan to go back, which I'm sure we'll get into here in a second.
I've 10 times.
Oh boy. Wow. And
So
what's that
when
experience like?
when you go through, and I don't know how much of it you played through after you go through the Unity.
Probably like a few hours. It was probably like a few hours.
When you go through the Unity and you come back out on the other side, a couple different things can happen. One, you're at the beginning of the game again, and this is when you go and you first meet Constellation, and you get this this very nice watch, this Chronomark watch.
Ooh.
Okay, that comes in this very nice box. Yeah, I took a week off of work when this game came out.
Yeah, it's good, dude. It's addicting.
Yeah, I was my boss was pissed at me because we were talking about it because he was he was super excited for it and everything. He's not as tuned into video game news and everything as I am. So when the when the release date got announced, I put my PTO in and he accepted it. And then I think later that day or the next day he found out, hey, that's when Starfield's coming out. I want to take time off. And then he looked and he's like, oh, you've already got it off. He's like,
son of a gun.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart, man.
But really quick, best New Game Plus in video games. Okay. Also, best. This is the best way that any game has ever given out your code for the game.
Oh, is that what it was on?
Yeah, it's.
I didn't even know
really
that.
See it
because that's the currency from the game, right?
Yeah, this is a cred stick. It's blurry as shit right now, but down here, this is my. It doesn't work now because I've used it, but that's my code, my game code to redeem the full game.
That's so neat, dude. I didn't realize that's how they did it.
Yeah, it's like the cred stick. It's cool as shit.
Very cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. There's also I might. There's a Constellation patch that I honestly might put on my battle vest that I wear to soccer games and punk rock shows. So it's gonna have a Constellation patch on there. Yeah, and then the watch, and I lost the charger, so this thing will never turn on again.
No. But yeah, it's like you can walk into a store can I have the Starfield watch charger?
But no, when you go through the Unity and you go back to Constellation and you are joining them again, it's either going to be the same thing that you did before. The people are there and you go and talk to them, and you're given a couple options there, or there's a bunch of different variations. And I got a couple of those where you walk into Constellation and then instead of Sarah and Co and everybody being there for you to just talk to like you did at the beginning of the game, you walk in and the main villain that you just fought in the previous universe is there, and he's like, man, it took you long enough, I've already killed all these people. Or you go in there and there are children and you're like, what the fuck? And you talk to them and you realize that all the Constellation people are gone, and these kids kind of looked up to them, and now they're just they found this place and they're kind of role playing. They want to be like their heroes and stuff like that. And there's a bunch of different variations.
Isn't there one where they're all plants or something like that? There's crazy ones that I've heard.
Yeah.
My co-host Nate. My co-host Nate had mentioned that there's some crazy alterations that you can find.
I think the only ones that I got. I got the one where the villain is there. I think I may have got the children one. And then I think I got one that was there was somebody that was related to one of the people in Constellation that blames you for their death for some reason.
Oh, it was what's his name's daughter, right?
Yeah, I think it's Samco's daughter.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the only ones I got. Every other time,
that version.
Yeah, every other time was just normal. But then even then, you're given even if it's normal, you're given the option then to play through the story like normal, where you're like, oh man, that's so weird. What's going on here? Or literally walking in and saying, everything that you guys are thinking of is true. This is what's going on. This is what we need to do to get to this Unity thing. Join me. And you essentially just tell them exactly everything, and they're just like, oh yeah, we believe you. And you then just kind of get jump started into the very end of the game. So that's why I've gone through it so many times, is because I went through and just did that a few times because I was like, oh, I want to see these other endings, and I want to see these other things, and I want to get this other gear that you can get as you go through it. But yeah, I went through it about 10 times, and then on my 10th one, I was like, cool, this is the one I'm just gonna play. This is gonna be like my new universe. So I did like a full-on playthrough.
Right.
In this new
so you
universe.
can you're like you're like, okay, now this is my home dimension at this point, right? Yeah. I do plan on and I know we'll get to the update here, but like I've said it before, like there's been multiple times where I'm like, if I do go back, it's to play a brand new character. It wouldn't be to like continue that storyline, because to me it felt very fitting for my character, for me to feel like kind of like let down, like, oh shit, like this is not what I wanted.
Like, this isn't,
you know?
I thought this is what I want. I was curious, but this is not what I wanted.
Yeah, I was so wrong. So that felt like a very fitting, like tragic ending to that character. So I've been wanting to go back since I've rolled credits to just roll a completely different character, and this new DLC might be the way in.
I mean, well, what do you game on?
Primarily console, Xbox and PlayStation, but I just bought my first PC. Okay. So yeah, I might be a good reason to start playing it on PC, but I played through Starfield entirely on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I was gonna say is, fucking maybe if you just want to start a brand new character, just grab it on fucking PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? I don't know that you like. I'm a huge like achievement trophy guy. That's the video that I posted, that I talked about last month. I played 48 games in 3 days was for an Xbox achievement challenge. That's why I was going through like game to game to game to game. And I'm already thinking like, hey, there's my fridge just turned on. I'm like, I kind of just want to buy this on PlayStation and start fresh, because I have all the achievements plus the DLC achievements on Xbox. Let me get it on PlayStation and get the fucking platinum, because I fucking loved the game anyway. And now this gives me a reason to now actually completely redo everything.
Redo it. Because you don't have a save at that point. You're
exactly. I have no option to do anything. Jesus says, I'm thinking about buying Starfield proper because I beat it via Game Pass, but I got the upgrade, so I own the DLC via Xbox. So it's
considering I didn't pay for it the first time, I would not be opposed to. And to be honest with you, I'm trying to slowly but surely kind of make my way off the Xbox ecosystem, but it's so hard to quit, man. I've been there since day one.
My biggest thing with the Xbox ecosystem that I can't get rid of, or that I can't turn away from, is the controller. This is the
best controller, dude.
Is the best fucking controller. The offset stick.
It's so good. It's so good.
And this one specifically, OMG just knows this one. This is probably the best Xbox controller ever created. Okay? Because this Xbox controller was given to the winner of our 2025 Fantasy Critic League, and it has my name on it. Hey. I came in first place because I won.
You know it's good.
And OM Jesus didn't win, so he doesn't have this. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful controller. Great color scheme, and also the most fucking comfortable controller. That's not ever. We did a fucking controller tier list on this podcast a couple years ago at this point.
Yeah.
This is very high up. Don't get me wrong.
I've heard that Switch 2 Elite is a game changer.
Really good.
Yeah, I've been thinking about buying. I already have the old the Switch 1, whatever the standard controller was.
Pro.
And I'm just like, do I drop the Pro? Like, do I drop the $90 and get that Switch 2 Pro controller? Because I heard it's amazing.
I use the Pro controller for everything. Honestly, my biggest annoyance, the only reason that I've ever thought about getting the new one, is because I can't turn the Switch 2 on with that controller.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. So like I play my because I primarily play docked on Switch 2. I very rarely play handheld. Because I'm very fidgety, so I don't like to like that. Kind of makes me sit in one spot. So like over in my little gaming area, I play in the living room on the TV. I just took the right side Joy-Con off, and that sits right next to the Pro controller, the first one. And then every time I turn it on, go to the menu, go to the controllers, do the change,
resync
order,
it,
do this, sync it.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. That's legitimately the main reason that I would want that new Pro controller.
Yeah,
is to.
it's a sexy controller, dude, and
It's a
everything
sexy
I've heard
controller.
about it is like it's
Yeah.
a game changer. Yeah, literally.
I've heard one prominent YouTuber that I watched specifically for Pokemon stuff, not even just Nintendo, but Pokemon stuff. Austin John Plays. I don't know if you've heard of him. He did a video about the new Pro controller, and was like, if you're used to the old one and you have bigger hands, you might not want to pick this up. And he essentially he did a whole video, and he's like wearing like a wrist cast, and essentially is going over it like it's so minute of a difference, but I guess like some of the either the sticks or the buttons are a little further inwards or not as inwards or whatever, but it just made it so like
you're stretching your thumbs.
You're
more
stretching
almost.
your thumb a bit more than he was used to. Yeah, so like
interesting.
He'd been playing it. And he's like, "Why is my hand hurting? What the shit?" And then finally realized, "Oh, this is a whole new thing." But yeah, regardless,
interesting.
Yeah, that's my with the Xbox. I mean, PC. I can't do mouse keyboard for games.
Same.
I'm so.
I've been a console gamer
past
like
that.
my whole life, so yeah.
See, I just have like the 8-bit dough.
8-bit. Yeah.
And it's the offsets. This is the Black Myth Wukong controller because it was $5 cheaper for some reason. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Love 8-bit though. It's first Xbox controller I bought my daughter when she was 4. I want to say 4.
Yeah.
Because they were the only company that made a really well put together wireless Xbox controller that was small, like a mini Xbox controller. So I love 8-bit dough products. They're great.
Yeah, I've honestly been so tempted to buy, because they have one that works with the Switch too as well. This one that I have doesn't.
Yeah.
This is the wireless 2C controller that doesn't work with the Switch, but the Bluetooth 2C controller that is the same exact like form and everything. That one does work with the Switch.
Interesting.
Or I have the Bluetooth and the wireless one, something, but it's just like
one or the other. Yeah.
I legitimately almost ordered another one that was pretty much the same thing because I was confused because I'm an idiot.
What does this work on?
Yeah, I was looking it up because I was like, I really like the. Well, my main thing once again there was, does this allow me to turn the console on, which it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Starfield, okay. So yeah, these updates. This didn't really come out of nowhere, because as we kind of we talked about before, at least Greg Miller posted something that he was at Bethesda last week, and he was like, I think he said, "Oh, I can't wait to tell you guys about this next week," but he didn't say like a day or anything. So that's one of the reasons why we were scheduling this week, and like, hey, either we just talked
behind
about
the scenes
Starfield,
previews,
how fucking cool it is, or maybe something happens. But more than likely, let's just talk about Starfield, and maybe if something happens, like it'll get picked up or whatever. And then today, all of a sudden, here's everything that you I knew the name Terran Armada, had no idea what it was. I think,
you knew, had that leaked before today?
No, it didn't leak. Actually, it was there was some video that they did last year for Starfield that I think was it wasn't the big DLC thing, but it was like it was a bigger kind of update that they did that was more of like environmental stuff and all these things. And then at the end of it, it was like, oh, and something is for the future, and there was like a glitchy thing that was switching it, parts of the screen over. And when people went through and kind of took the glitch parts and put them together, it was the Terran Armada logo. So we had the name, but that was it.
Yeah. So I mean, this has been in the works. Obviously, it's been in the works for a while, but the writing's been on the wall for a minute. Okay.
Oh yeah. But I was not expecting all of the stuff that they've announced today. See the big things. Terran Armada, the DLC, with a new enemy, with this Terran Armada group that has fucking robots that do things. And the what do they call it? The free lanes update.
Yeah. And that one's like free for everybody, right?
I believe, yeah, free lanes is free for everybody when it comes out on the 7th of April. And then the stuff that came out, the updates that came out today are free. But then they also, I think, talked about like some Watchtower stuff, which is paid DLC from like the creations menu.
Okay.
So that's not part of it. But yeah, the major updates here are available. Well, they're not available. They'll be the game itself updates. The new game plus gear stuff will be free, but Terran Armada it will not be. Like, I think that's a paid thing.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
Yeah,
totally makes sense.
The free lanes update brings changes and improvements to everything from space travel, which is the big thing. It lets you go into what they call cruise mode. So if you're in a system, you can cruise between planets in that system, which you couldn't do before. Right. Honestly, I'm in the minority here. I know. I never had a problem with not being able to fly from one planet to another in the same system.
I agree. I didn't have an issue with that. I will tell you, I was not a fan of like flight combat in Starfield. It was probably one of like my sore spots in that game. But when it came to just like basic travel, like, yeah, same thing. I had no issues with it. Once you kind of like start working with understanding how the grav drives work and all that kind of stuff, like I never had any issues with that. It seems to me to be more like something that people wanted to nitpick because they're like, well, you said, and then it was like, all right, guys,
you said
like,
we're flying. Why aren't you like No Man's
fucking
Sky?
Game? Like, yeah, it's like, come on now. It seemed like they were more just like trying to prove a point, just to be a stink about it. But yeah, same. I never had an issue with that.
So one thing about Starfield is that I think a lot of people, and I'm generalizing here, and I don't like to do that, but there was a sentiment that, hey, this is Fallout in space, and I don't think that's correct. I think Fallout in space is the Outer Worlds. Because Fallout, agreed, like the Outer Worlds, has that that almost like humorous tint with that cynicism.
Yeah,
that big kind of, hey, this is like an overblown kind of part of your real world. Like in Fallout, it's the 50s. All that stuff happened. We had nuclear, and then there was all the fucking bombs fell and everything, and now everyone's kind of crazy. Yeah. And Outer Worlds is, what if capitalism wins? Even more than it already is.
Yeah. And that's why Obsidian fit so well. I'm not the biggest New Vegas fan, controversially, but they fit so well in that franchise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they created it, the Fallout series.
Right. No, absolutely. That's it was very much like an even flip flop, I guess is what I'm saying.
I, especially after playing it more, I figured Starfield is Elder Scrolls in space, where it's more of that serious. 100%. Elder Scrolls is like that high fantasy. Yeah, obviously, it has silly things in it. And Starfield has silly things in it. Yeah. But it's more of that kind of that high fantasy, that high sci-fi, that hard sci-fi. You're in fucking space. There's places where you don't have gravity. You can't do anything, and you are on these alien planets that you can't breathe. Just like these little tiny things. And so because of that, because it was like trying to do more of that hard sci-fi, I don't think it completely went into that space. I was fine with the not being able to fly from planet to planet, simply because they're literally like thousands of fucking light years away.
Yeah.
So it's,
what do you,
like it for me at least. For my immersion, if you will, like that was like, oh yeah, no, I get it. If like, we're going to go from this planet to this planet, we need faster than light travel. We can't just be like, oh, let's fucking put on the jets and then be there in 20 minutes. No, it's like, no, if we're gonna go from this place to this place in a short amount of time, we need the grav drives. We need the faster than light travel. We can't. It's going to be this kind of almost
Yeah, again, it just felt like a nitpick that was just
like,
what are we doing here? Like, why is this the complaint? There were fair criticisms about Starfield. Like, it's not by no means a perfect game. In fact, the one thing that I was like most stoked to see as someone who dealt a lot with like base building and the homestead mechanic was that in the new update is the new inventory box.
The shared
you can just
inventory
place.
box. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, as much as I adored my time doing like the homesteader stuff, that was always the hardest thing, was like transfer of resources and sharing your resources between locations. And I by no means didn't have like 10 bases, but I remember I had like 2 or 3, and that was brutal. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine people that made their entire gameplay experience out of homesteading, how they must feel.
Yeah. And I know a lot, like there are people that same with Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. You know, people malign Fallout 76. They shouldn't, because it's a perfect game. Fuck you. No, but like just the base building specifically for 76 or for Starfield. You know what I mean? Like there are people that really just fucking love the base building.
That's me.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was like my thing, where I was like, everyone was like, oh, the base build. I'm like, I love the base building. Like, I really enjoy it. I'm not like down in the nitty gritty where you see me with some like crazy thing, but I like the like minutia of just like, I'm going to spend today just working on my base. You know, I really enjoyed that stuff, but people hated it for some reason. I didn't get it.
I did that in 76, a little, probably less in 4. In 4, it was mostly just, let me get my stuff, I've got enough beds, I have enough crops, I have enough fucking places for people to sleep.
Get it up and running.
76, I definitely jumped more into the, I have like my camp, and I've been through it a few times where I just fucking, I'm like, I don't like this, and I tear the entire thing down and then just spend a day or two making something else. Maybe it's a prefab and I add to it, or maybe I think the building that I have now, or my big base in 76 that I have now on my Xbox, which is like my main console for it. I got a kit that was like an old, farmhouse kit, and I built the house kind of using that kit, using those walls and the door frames and the awnings, the stairs and everything, and like built an entire house here. And then in the back, there's a place for water. I built my thing next to it. I'm like, I need to build my thing next to a little thing that has like a pond so that I can make fresh water, and I can do that. And then I'm next to this thing so I can get this resource. In Starfield, base building, I got into it enough to where I was like, I know that I need this this resource for like one of these bounties or something. So I would find a place and I would make I would make a thing there, just to mine that resource. But then for living space, it was just, let's plop down a place where I'm covered and I don't have to, I'm not losing shit, and I have a
basics.
Thing there. But kind of a shared thing like this, I think for me might build it up a bit more, where I'm like, okay, so I can collect everything. Yeah. And now when I find a planet where maybe I'm just good to run around on and I'm happy with, hey, I'm going to build here. I'm just going to fucking play around with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a quality of life improvement that I think was definitely needed. And again, I'm very like, it takes a lot for me to be like, this mechanic was bullshit, I'm cutting out of this game. I kind of just go like, all right, well, let me figure out a way to kind of like deal with it. Well, I have something to say about it, absolutely. And that was how Starfield was, where I was like, well, I want to homestead. I enjoy homesteading. So, it was frustrating, but I was like, all right, well, let's figure out a workaround. Don't get too crazy and just build out one space instead of trying to build out 10 small ones. But this kind of makes it nice where you can really start expanding that again, going back to the playing a role, you know what I mean? And I think that will just, that quality of life improvement alone will help that.
Yeah. What about I don't think they talked about this. It was like customization, but did you ever get into shipbuilding?
I did. I thought shipbuilding was a lot more. I didn't think it was as user friendly as like the base building stuff. But I did at one point, like I spent like, I had to play like 5, 6, 7 game sessions where I was like trying to, again, I was more invested on like the inside of the the ship than anything. So I did spend a decent amount of time with the shipbuilding, but again, seeing this update, you know, it seems like there's way more customization now with the shipbuilding stuff, especially with that cruise mechanic where you could just get up from your seat and now walk around the ship, which I'm like, that's really neat.
Yeah, when you most of the time when you're walking around the ship, you are either
you're landed,
on a planet, you're landed, and people are probably out of the ship.
Yep.
Or you're just sitting in space and you're kind of waiting to do something, but everybody's kind of on, you know, on edge, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're just sitting in space, so we have to be here in case somebody attacks. Where like the cruise thing, it seems like it's going to be less of that. It's going to be more of literally just cruising along. Like, yeah, we're moving and no one's really attacking us because we're kind of in this like the slipstream over or whatever. So let's just
hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the asteroid house mechanic that they're also adding too. Yes. Oh, it looks so cool. I know I'm like derailing this for all the like house building and base building stuff, but God, that stuff is just so exciting to me. When I saw when they panned out and it was just like this big old house on like a carved out asteroid, I was like, oh hell yeah! Like sign me up for that because that looks really really fun.
Yeah, like that looks fucking sick, and that looks like that kind of space shit that you see in old sci-fi things. Sorry, I'm just pouring a beer here.
No worries.
Okay. Oh man, yeah, I'm so excited for this, and the Terran Armada. I didn't hear, and I'm almost wanting to like. I kind of don't really want to look too much more into this because I want to be more surprised when it comes out because it's only like
same.
It's only like 3 weeks away. But yeah, the Terran Armada seems to be like it's from this thing. It's like these are humans that broke off from, you know, your like the Alliance or whatever.
I love the design too.
The design. Yeah, these fucking ships look sick. But it's like these are humans that broke off from everybody else probably decades ago that have just been off on their own, and they've made these, you know, these fucking things, and it almost is giving me what is it? No, fuck. Now I can't. God damn it, Mass Effect.
I'd say they remind me of the sweepers in Destiny. I don't know if you ever played Destiny, but that's what they remind me of.
I played Destiny. I think I went through like the main first storylines in each of them, but never too much after that. But in Mass Effect, I know the Geth, and then the people who created the Geth.
Yeah, I'm not the Mass Effect guy, so I can't help you there. My co-host Phil would be upset.
Tali L. Normandy, I know. God, what is she? Fuck. But it's kind of something like that where there was like this you know this race of beings who essentially were just like, fuck everything else. We're gonna go over here, away from all of you, and we're just gonna live our lives. And then they actually created this thing called the Geth, which is like an AI, and it's like robotic AI, this whole thing, and it didn't work out for them. But something like that where it's, hey, we're going to break off from you guys completely, and just, if you don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
Won't be no shit.
Which is kind of what they made this sound like, where it's like, yeah, the Terran Armada is out there, and they don't agree with what you guys are doing, but you never see them, and now for whatever reason, they're here. And I'm so excited to dive into this more, to see why they're here. Is it because of us? Probably.
Yeah.
You know, because we're the most important person in the whole fucking universe.
Of course. We're the main characters.
Yeah, we're the main characters.
Did you play the last DLC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shattered Space?
Yeah. I didn't jump into Shattered Space, but now again I'm reinvigorated. I'm glad you called me here today, Robert, because I'm reinvigorated to go back, dude. I'm reinvigorated, man.
I like Shattered Space. I think the story could have been maybe a little shorter. Honestly, it kind of dragged a little bit, but it dealt with Andreja's people. Like that was kind of the storyline was around them. And I thought it was really well done. Like I said, it kind of dragged a little bit, but I liked the the storyline for the main part. Trackers Alliance Complete Bounty Series is available now if you have that Trackers Alliance DLC, which is in the Creator's Engine, the Creation Suite or whatever. And that's what Greg Miller was playing earlier, and I was watching and I was listening, chatting in chat a little bit, but I was also trying not to pay attention because I'm like, I want to go play it. I don't want this fucking spoiled for me, you know. Now, I was gonna bring this up with Mantis, but since you are also a Starfield sicko,
yeah,
I feel like you might have an opinion on this. Are you upset, or do you have any feelings that the Terran Armada is human and robotic and not another alien race?
Human in robotic.
Not another, because there are alien races in the game, obviously, but an intelligent alien race.
Oh, like do you mean like to vary up the enemies? Is that kind of what you're are you looking at it from like a story standpoint?
Like a story standpoint, like do you have any feelings that the enemies here are other humans and they're not a new race of intelligent beings?
No, not really. I mean, like, you know, and maybe Manus would have been the better expert on that particular thing. But like for me, it's like I trust Bethesda from like a storytelling standpoint to make an interesting call in that regard. So it doesn't disappoint me. I mean, I obviously I'll save my judgment for when I actually see that storyline play out. It would have been cool if it was like another intelligent alien. I'm not gonna act like that wouldn't have been dope. But yeah, no, I am in no way. If they can make it fun and interesting as to what exactly is going on and why this is the situation, I'm all about it. What are your thoughts on it?
I am so happy that this is the case and that it's other humans. And they've got, like, there's new enemies that are robots, but it's not a new intelligent species. I am of the mindset that, for me, the most exciting thing that a Starfield 2 could bring is your character being the one to actually have that first contact. Because in the Starfield universe, there's no other intelligent alien race that humans have interacted with. Every other alien race has been, like, they're just creatures. They don't talk, and they don't either. They're
which is one of the running themes of the storyline, if I remember correctly.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think like literally the hook for a Starfield 2 is you are going to you're witnessing the first contact with an intelligent species. I'm going back to Mass Effect again, okay? But in Mass Effect, and you haven't played it, why? Why?
Oh no, I played. Let me rephrase. I have played Mass Effect. It's just, you're gonna hate me, but something about Mass Effect just. I'll tell you what it is. I don't like squeaky clean sci-fi, and Mass Effect feels like squeaky clean sci-fi.
Fair.
That being said, Starfield I think is squeaky clean sci-fi, but it has that like Bethesda coat of paint on it that I love. You know what I mean? And I've tried like other BioWare titles as well. I've tried Dragon's Age, rest in peace, Anthem. We just talked about this the other day. Like BioWare, I feel like has a squeaky clean aesthetic about their games, and it just doesn't stick with me. That being said, I did enjoy my time with Mass Effect 2, but I could not tell you anything else about Mass Effect 2 other than like I liked it. I just none of the rest of it stuck with me.
Okay, so it's more. It was almost more of the aesthetic, that whole like clean sci-fi, as opposed to
right. Like I love Alien. Like that means like just dirty, grungy sci-fi, and I love that vibe. You know what I mean?
Well, small tangent. Star Wars. That was kind of one of the big things with the first Star Wars that George Lucas was trying to do. He's like, just because it's in the future doesn't mean everything's clean. Like I want We're going to make this world where, they've got space travel, they've got this, there's alien things and everything. But there's, unless you have some thing that's going around and cleaning everything, shit is going to be lived in. Shit is going to be used. Let's make it look used. Let's make it... And I think in his mind, it was more of it's sci-fi, but it's a Western. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You go to
and that's why
you go to fucking
Star Wars
there's fucking sand everywhere. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna not have it.
I think that's why I've always been Star Wars. And again, I'm not by no means like the sicko, but I love the Star Wars movies. I'll go to Star Wars over Star Trek 10, 11 times out of 10 because it's just there's something about that aesthetic that's dirty space sci-fi that I just really, really enjoy. Same thing with the Alien movies. Like Alien Romulus is probably my favorite horror movie, and it's a science fiction film. You know what I mean? Because it just has that aesthetic about it, and then kind of bringing it back here. Like Starfield kind of has that squeaky clean image, but it just has a certain level of that Bethesda sweetness that just it's charming to me.
Term, that Bethesda jank almost.
The Bethesda jank. I was trying to avoid the term, but you really can't.
You can't. Yeah. But like even like in this picture here, like you're, yeah, things are kind of clean, but then when you look at things,
look at his outfit.
It's got scuffs.
Outfit, yeah.
There's scuffs. You know what I mean? There's like dirt and everything, and there's debris around.
Yep.
Especially one of my favorite little bits in Starfield is whenever you get out of your ship, next time you play Starfield and you land your ship that you use and you go and look at the front of it, and it has like almost like burn marks from like being the front of the thing when you're using like the fast and light
entering
travel.
The atmosphere,
the atmosphere shit. Like it's got that kind of like a car, like your car does. You know, it's got like the fucking bugs and everything on it, but like your ship has that, and it's just like that's part of it because that's going to have it. You know,
one of my favorite, because I think Starfield shines the most in its like faction storylines over even the main storyline. But like the first time going onto the Raider home base ship or whatever it was, and it's just kind of like this dilapidated, like they've just kind of turned it into this makeshift headquarters.
We took over this fucking
is
thing,
what I love.
We're remaking this. This was something else. Like no. Now it's a shop. You know.
Yep.
Oh, this God, was this. So good. Fuck it, we're gonna gut that because now this is gonna be this. You know. Yeah. It
just felt like Bethesda
like using what they have. Yeah, I loved it.
Exactly. Bethesda got it. Like these are lived-in spaces. They can be squeaky clean, but not all of them are supposed to be.
Yeah, I think lived in is the perfect term for that. I forget why we started talking about this. Oh, Mass Effect.
That's right.
Yeah, and the Terran Armada. Like, yeah, it's that whole that, and then First Contact. In Mass Effect.
Oh yeah.
Getting back around to everything. In Mass Effect, you deal like you're interacting with a bunch of different intelligent alien species, but part of your Shepard's story is that you were there for the First Contact War, which was humans found the mass relay, you know, in the Milky Way galaxy, and realized this would help them, you know, like they could use this to travel around like fucking huge expanses of space. And in one of the places they kind of got cocky and they ran into the Turians, and it ended up in conflict. And that was the First Contact War. This was the first time that humans had ever run into an intelligent species before. And let's be honest, they were probably fucking Americans, and they just started shooting. All right? Are you surprised?
Right.
Are we surprised?
That's probably it. No, nobody's surprised.
Sorry, I don't know if you're American or if you're a Canadian, but
I am American.
Shit's fucked. It's a terrible goddamn time to be alive. But,
it's bad. It's all bad.
But like you hear about that. You know, you hear about that First Contact War you essentially found this way to travel.
Yeah.
And you just like, oh, cool. I guess we're using this now. This was made for us. Yeah. We're Americans.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny. No. But then, that First Contact was, we can't interact with each other. We're unable to speak. I got bullets. You got bullets. Let's fucking do this. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But by the time you are playing as the player, things are kind of smoothed over. There's still, you know, you run into people who have this, oh no, humans are fucking violent because the first time we ever saw them, they just started trying to kill us. You know what I mean? It's like, that's fair. But there's kind of a prejudice that some people have on both sides. You know, it's not just humans are perfect. No, Ashley Williams is a fucking piece of shit. She's a spacist. I'm going to let her die every goddamn time. Team Caden. But I feel like Bethesda, if if they do a Starfield 2, if they continue on with this universe, they have that opportunity to make it so like you can experience this first contact.
Yeah.
And because that's not just going to be there's a Jimbo over there. We talked. He's cool. No, like that can be the entire hook for the fucking game.
Yeah.
First contact.
They can turn that into something really interesting.
They can turn that into something really interesting. Hey, this is you kind of maybe it's not even like at the beginning of the game. Maybe you're just kind of like in the world and you're doing stuff, and then all of a sudden, what the fuck is that? And it's another alien race. It's probably bipedal. Let's be honest, because that's whatever.
Yeah.
But instead of just kind of running around like they're bipedal and they look at you and you can tell that they're understanding and like maybe they have a weapon, maybe they don't, but like they're trying to speak, and that like being able to like making your main character be the one to get that first contact is
because you're having that same experience of being the Starborn. You know, you're kind of having that same discovery along with the rest of the world, like you had in finding the Unity. You know what I mean?
But like even in that regard, like there are other Starborn. You know what I mean? Like
right. So this would be an even bigger deal.
Exactly. This, the end of Starfield. I'm gonna trim my mustache. Jesus fuck. At the end of Starfield, you going through the Unity and becoming this thing called the Starborn, which is essentially like you are jumping universes. But there are other Starborn. Now, like times like that was your entire being for Starfield is doing that, and now that is our new game plus. Is now you're a Starborn, so you have these other things, and you have these other like powers and stuff that you get to use, and you get a cool ship that actually I fucking don't like that ship. It's not great.
I don't either.
Not a good ship.
I don't either.
It looks cool, I guess.
Yeah. They wanted to give you the cool little more futuristic thing to kind of. Yeah. I don't use it.
Whatever. But yeah, like I think you could do an entire game where it's not the build up. Like you're not building up to this. Like this is kind of the start of the game. Once you get your feet wet, once you're in the universe, you get that first contact. And now this, like the rest of the game is you and humanity essentially dealing with this whole idea that we always kind of thought that maybe we weren't alone, but in this entire time we've been here in all these other planets and all these other systems, we've never run into anything that's intelligent like in this sort. So the fact that we aren't alone in that regard, like this changes literally everything, and you could build an entire narrative around that.
And maybe that's the point. Maybe that to that end, you know, when you're talking about am I disappointed, like maybe that's the point. Maybe this is something that they're saving for. I mean,
that's
you know, Starfield's still kicking. Surprise! In this day and age, Starfield's still kicking. So maybe there is something there for some future full mainline release of Starfield. You know, I am
hoping beyond hope,
because to explore that in a DLC. I feel like that would be the aim.
Yeah, the fact like if it would have been the Shattered Space or this, I think that would have been a huge letdown. Like that's not just.
It would have been a disservice.
Oh, it happened.
Yeah.
No, that is literally universe changing.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I hope for two things with Bethesda. 3, a new Fallout, but two main things. One, work on multiple games. You have a gigantic fucking team. And lots more stuff. Like, everything that we hear is, once we're done with Elder Scrolls 6, we'll start on Fallout 5. You don't have enough fucking people to kind of be on both of these?
I don't know. See, I might push back on that one a little bit, because to me, like, the way I look at it is devote the amount of resources you feel you need to the title to make it perfect. And if you have to split hairs a little bit, and that means you're getting watered down in either direction, I would say don't. So if it means like putting 100% of your efforts into Fallout and then Elder Scrolls or whatever, that's clearly not what there is a Fallout project in the work. There's
apparently multiple.
Obviously Elder Scrolls 6. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm kind of more of the like devote the resources where you feel necessary. I'm not saying like Bethesda is not layoff proof, obviously, or shut down proof in this day and age, because it just seems like it doesn't matter how well your game performs. Like you're
fucked.
Rest in peace, Tango Gameworks. Hi-Fi Rush should have been a fucking mascot game.
Tango's back. Remember?
Well, they've been resurrected. Yeah. But I feel like we don't have. It's not the same product. My point was, Tango got shut down right after Hi-Fi was released. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic. I think it just boils down to like
Hi-Fi Rush besides everybody that played it.
I loved it. Oh, okay. I was like, I loved Hi-Fi Rush. My point is more so like devote the amount of resources that you think is necessary without the detriment of having a watered down product. Now, if you have the resources to do so, which Bethesda probably has more money than God at this point. Maybe there's, instead of doing 10 projects, maybe focus on your 2 mainline projects that everyone is asking for. I think that is 100% a fair ask. Yeah, 100% a fair ask.
But my thing was one, be able to kind of really use your team wisely to be able to we have 200-300 people on fucking Elder Scrolls 6. We're deep into that. You know what I mean? But we also have a good chunk of team that is working on Fallout 5. Like we're not deep into the development just yet. Like we're developing things,
incubation or whatever.
This thing it's incubation. We're getting the story. We're getting all this stuff, and then once Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, then we can essentially we can almost get it to the point. I don't know how fucking game design works and game development works, so I could be completely fucking off here, and let me know if I am.
None of us know. We're not devs, so to be clear.
But it's like have it. You can have hopefully you can have a team that can essentially be like once Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, and then we have a team that's there for Elder Scrolls 6, not necessarily cleanup, but like, doing like patches and maybe doing DLC and doing stuff like that. And it's going to be a smaller core team. We've got Fallout 5 ready to where now we can take a majority of these people go to Fallout 5. That comes out within a year because we're at that point.
Pass the baton.
Where we're essentially we're doing the kind of major legwork here, but like, all of the building blocks are there, and then once you do that, cool. Now you got a team that's working on Starfield 2 or something. You know what I mean? Like, you have these major franchises. But the other thing that I would love is literally just, hey, there's going to be a Starfield 2. We're going to continue in this universe. It's a great fucking universe. I love what they've done with it. I think it would be such a shame to put out Terran Armada and this thing and put it on PS5 and then be like, well, that's it. One and done.
And then we're done. No, I mean, I think they're clearly like Starfield to me feels like something that they are not giving up on, because even this update feels like as close to a 2.0 as we're probably going to get outside of naming it a 2.0. I don't think Starfield proper will be going away after Terran Armada. I guarantee you we see a little bit more after that. But I think the thing that I'm starting to wonder, and I said this when I was guesting on Spotlight Games, Robert, I don't know how old you are. Shout out Spotlight Games. I don't know how old you are. I'm 35.
19. I'm 19 years old.
Okay. I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I might see Elder Scrolls 6 and 7. I might see Fallout 5 and 6. Maybe I'll see Starfield 2 in my lifetime. I'm getting to that point where I'm like,
I'm at that fucking point where I'm like, maybe I'll see GTA 6.
I'm like, I'll kind of take what I can get at this point.
Yeah, Gabi is also 19. Gabi and I are both 19. We were born on the same day.
Yeah.
Which was...
Yeah. Well, you young bucks. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'll take what I can get. Just make it good, dude. Just make it good. That's all we're asking for. Take your time. I'm not saying rush it, but no. Make it good.
But at the same time, maybe speed it up a bit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Rush.
Team efficiency.
Yeah,
studio efficiency.
Okay.
Just don't use AI.
I'm a German. We're all about efficiency. Okay, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
All right. Come on. I bet. I'm because I'm gonna record a video of me playing a demo of a game. So I've got my one of my German football kids.
There you go.
Right here.
There you go. Love it.
So, is it here? Yes, it is.
I see your club flag there.
That's a jersey. That's the Germany's.
Oh, I can't. I'm on an Elgato prompter, so I only see the top.
Yeah. Oh, no worries. No, yeah, well, it's the top has everything, and then it's just it's a white kit.
It's white, yeah.
Yeah, but it's we're efficient. Let's fucking get this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Me and Hawks both born after the Xbox 360 in 2007. Exactly, Gabi. Nobody look into that.
Nobody researched that.
This is my first beer, and it's great. I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, man. It's one of those things where it's like the reality is we're not getting too many of these left in our lifetimes, man. Like I don't know. So take your time. Don't rush it. Just make it good, man.
I really wonder what Bethesda's gonna look like once Todd Howard's gone. And I don't want to I'm not being like Todd Howard needs to leave. No, don't get me wrong. I'm just like at some point obviously he's going to have to retire. And Bethesda's gonna be fucking weird without Todd Howard.
Yeah, it's the same thought process of like what happens when Kojima's gone. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. And I know there's been the conversation with Kojima. He's got all his ideas on a flash drive somewhere or something like that.
But even then, you could tell somebody, like Kojima could tell anybody, hey, this is an idea that I had for a game. Here's all the information, all the ideas that I have for this game, the entire story, the entire everything. That is not going to be the same game if somebody besides Kojima makes it. If they follow 100%. His ideas and everything to a T, that is not going to be the same game as if Kojima makes it.
But do you feel the same way about Todd Howard as like a studio head?
I do, yeah. I think it's a bit. It's on a different scale, different. Obviously,
the execution is different.
Yeah, Kojima is like, hey, no, I'm just anything that I think of, I'm gonna put in the fucking game because why not? And he's a lot. I think he's a lot more of like we're gonna do kind of weird shit to do weird shit. But I think Todd Howard, like the Bethesda games, like you said, like for lack of a better term, Bethesda jank. Yeah, it's just they haven't optimized anything, but like no, Bethesda games feel like Bethesda games, and they've always felt like Bethesda games. And I think Todd Howard is part of that. Like he is the guy who's like, hey, this is us.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah,
this is us. This is how we make games. This is how we like to make games. This is how I like to make games. We have our creation engine. We have our stuff that we're using.
Yeah.
This is how we're going to do things. And once Todd Howard's gone, I do think that you're going to see a shift in how Bethesda games look and 100%. Feel and play.
Yeah. And maybe for better or worse. Maybe because I think no leadership is perfect. So there's always that possibility that, as a studio head, he's going to put his foot down on things that he probably feels concretely about. And maybe those are maybe some of those things are things that could improve. You know what I mean? But I do agree. I think that there's a part of that identity that has a lot to do with Todd, and I think he's one of the few like studio heads left of that kind of guard of big AAA budget studios that is just, does he do everything perfect? No, but I think he's still kind of standing on 2 feet, and he's good at what he does. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be a sad, like Kojima, it'll be a sad day when he goes.
Yeah, like
hopefully
you said,
for retirement.
You're not just like you and I. Like we're not just Fallout fans. We're not just Elder Scrolls. Like we're Bethesda games fans. Bethesda announced Starfield, and it's like, oh my god, that's a whole new fucking thing for them.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was my first new Bethesda IP. Yeah. I was stoked about it.
It was almost everybody's fucking new Bethesda,
great point.
New IP, because like it was their first real new IP since what, fucking Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
Honestly? Because Fallout's not theirs.
Right.
Fallout 3 obviously is a giant departure from Fallout's 1, 2. I'm not saying it's the same. It is the same like kind of storyline lineage, but like that is Bethesda picked up that IP and it just kind of worked for them.
And that's where I jumped in. I only knew Fallout because of Bethesda.
I knew of Bethesda because of Oblivion. Did not like Oblivion.
Oh, I loved Oblivion.
Yeah. I'm weird, like with sci-fi and stuff like that. Fuck it, I'll play anything. Fantasy.
It's got to be specific.
It's very iffy. And Oblivion for me, I was like, I don't like the setting. I don't like the fucking gameplay mechanics and everything when it first came out. Oblivion Remastered, I have played a bit of. 48 games in 3 days. That was one of them. So I got a few achievements there. I definitely do want to go back and I want to go through and actually play Oblivion Remastered now.
I haven't even touched Remastered yet, which is a shame
really?
because I played hundreds of hours of Oblivion. But Oblivion was cool because I love my mom. She's one of those like parents, like she didn't really like understand the games we were playing, but she was always like interested in trying to find like to be in on the things that interested, you know, me and my brother. My brother was a competitive Smash Bros player, so like, she would be like, I watched the stream. Like she was very good at that, being supportive about those things. And I remember we were at Fry's Electronics in LA and we were walking through the aisles and I had heard of Oblivion and she just saw it on the shelf. And she's like, Johnny, have you ever heard of this one? I'm like, yes. So she's like looking at the back of the box. She's like, this looks really interesting. So she ends up buying. We walk out of Fry's Electronics. We go home and she sat there with me for like 3-4 hours, like playing through the opening of Oblivion. And it was such a cool moment and an informative one because I was like, this game is another one of those games where I'm like, damn, like this is what game worlds can be. It's so cool. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out Sloth. What up, Sloth?
Yeah. Yeah, like Starfield, great. Bethesda games, great. It's gonna be weird when Todd Howard's gone. But
yeah,
Gianni.
Yes.
Right now on screen it's just the two of us. Okay. You know what's not fucking great? That's a segue. This
AI.
DLSS 5 bullshit. This Digital Foundry sell your fucking soul to NVIDIA.
God.
DLSS 5 bullshit.
It's so bad, dude.
It looks terrible.
Yeah.
Richard Ledbetter, I'm disappointed in you. I trusted you. And honestly, I probably still do. But, like, this is...
Oh, God, the damn...
It's fucking atrocious.
That one's the worst. That one and the Starfield ones are probably the worst ones.
Like, even this is not as bad as this other, like...
Yeah. There's one with, I'm sure it'll roll if you're playing the whole thing, but
yeah,
there's like one with Leon that like doesn't look awful. This one right here, it's not like the worst to me, but everything else, this one. Ugh. I was listening to Kind of Funny today, and was it today or yesterday? I don't remember. And they were just kind of talking about how it has that like uncanny valley like look about it, where you're like, it's just there's something off about it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look like a game, and it doesn't look real. It looks like something in between that I don't like.
It looks like, and the thing that confuses me about it is, like, the name of this video. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can like
that. Assassin's Creed looks better.
Almost all of them look better without it on.
Yeah. It's just weird.
Assassin's Creed is literally just it's. I feel like I could get the same thing with that Assassin's Creed Shadows if I just turned the fucking brightness up. Like, and just made everything. But even then, like, looks washed out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like even here, it's like this. Is it egregious? I don't know, but like there's something off about the lighting. It just looks bizarre. Let alone the real problem, which is
there's no goddamn way that this is just a different lighting.
No.
Like I know a lot of people have fucking been over this multiple times, but like that's a different fucking face.
Yeah.
That is a different
and where are we getting that face from?
Where are we getting those lips from?
Yeah. It's all bad. I can't claim to be like, I feel like I'm kind of like, I'm not the most equipped person to talk about like the pros and cons of AI. What I know of, obviously generative AI. We had a whole segment on one of my most recent episodes of the Content Mill where it's just like, this was the first time I really interacted with Steam Next Fest as my first PC, and the amount of bullshit I had to wade through to find something that wasn't using generative AI for art assets was frustrating. So when I got this drop today for NVIDIA, and it's like, there's such a very clear washing away of artistry in a lot of these, comparison shots. And on top of that, they don't look good.
Yeah.
It's not even like, hey, you're doing something that's kind of like morally ambiguous or wrong. That is going like, well, yeah, it's bad, but at least it's not like, even that. At least
it's an improvement. No, it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Like, it doesn't even look good, and that's what's frustrating. It's like, not only is it nuanced and morally, it's morally reprehensible. Mm-hmm. It just looks fucking bad.
What it looks like to me, and I think a lot like other people. I'm not. This isn't like an original thing. Like this, it's been going around. It looks like those tweets from those fucking dork-ass people that are like, oh, this is what games would look like if they were made for humans and not the woke mob. Like, fuck you. But it's those people who, like, take that, like, a picture of Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Where she's, like, mid-sentence, so it's like, because she's saying a word. And then they just, what's the term? Yassify it.
Yeah.
To make it,
it's bizarre.
It's a filter. It looks like one of those goddamn Instagram filters, and it looks bad. This is NVIDIA's site here. I don't know what any of this means. Color, and that's motion vector.
Yeah, that's the other frustrating thing too. Is like, all right, let's say we're okay with yassified character work. Let your artist make them more yassified even. We wouldn't even, look, the male gaze is going to be informing a lot of game development. That's just the nature of the video game industry, and it's super unfortunate. But it's like, at least let the artists do the misogynistic bullshit. If you're gonna do some misogynistic bullshit, let an artist do it. Like, don't let AI do it, because now it's just like a fucking double whammy of bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't know how. It seems like we can curse on this podcast. It's just it makes me upset, dude.
Bud, yeah, you can say whatever you want on here. No slurs, please.
No.
Yeah, unless you could say cracker. I don't give a fuck about cracker. Okay, this is your cracker pass. Okay. But no, like this is NVIDIA's site, and you cannot tell me that this is just different lighting.
No. There is no lighting. They just
it's a filter that just looks, it's brighter. Like, yeah, it's different lighting because it's brighter, but like that is not going to change the face. That is not going to change. That's a different fucking face for Grace.
Yeah. It's different.
This is so egregious.
It's so bad. That doesn't even look like the same character model above.
Yeah.
So even that with DLSS on does not look like the same person in that one.
This is off.
But that's what I'm saying, is if you put them on both, they don't even look like the same character. That does not look like the same. You know what it is? Is character above looks like Amber Heard, and character below looks like, what's her name? Ikora Rey.
I don't know who that is.
Not Ikora Rey. From Star Wars. Rey. Oh my God, what's that? Daisy
Ridley.
Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yep, Amber Heard.
It looks like two. Amber Heard, I heard someone mentioned, but yeah, Daisy Ridley that's who she looks like to me. It looks like
I saw
two separate people.
I saw something where somebody was like, it almost looks like it looks like they're using some sort of AI filter that is built upon the faces of Amber Heard and Scarlett Johansson.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I had seen someone mention Amber Heard on that one, but yeah, Daisy Ridley, that's a Gianni pull right there. And it doesn't even look like the same character. And that's definitely not the same character.
No, honestly, like, this one is not as egregious in my mind. It's still not good. I'm just saying, like, this is like...
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
That's a different fucking face.
Yeah. That's a Yassify. They yassed that one up.
This is an ad that I would see on a website that I don't want to say what the name is, that's going to say, "Hey, will you save my city?" And I'll fuck you. This doesn't. This looks shitty to me. This looks so bad.
This is the only one that I might disagree with the majority on. I don't think this is the. Okay, actually, you know what? It's bad.
It looks. It's just like there's
in real time. No, it's bad.
It's not artifacting. That's not like the term that I want. But like that's kind of the thing that comes into my. It's just like, oh, here's Leon, and you've got these little tiny bits of hair, and it looks like he's glowing.
God, man, it's just...
Once again, a lot of this is literally just, hey, the lighting's different because we made it super fucking bright.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, god damn, man. The FIFA one's pretty bad, too. Although someone, might have been Andy on Kind of Funny, had mentioned how it does make the audience look a little bit better, which I'm looking at this on a small...
Honestly, I don't give two shits how the audience looks in FIFA.
Which, I mean,
I don't play FIFA to look at the fucking audience, man. Okay?
Yeah.
Also, Virgil van Dijk can eat my ass. Fuck him. All right? Fuck him. Fuck Liverpool. All right?
Oh, man.
This is a good one, though, because you can actually put it right in between.
Yeah. That one's not awful. That it's all bad. Again, me saying it's not awful means it's like still bad. It's just the least bad. It's not
as egregious.
No, but see, but even then, look at the way his hair changes. It looks better off than it does on. Because even like off, it at least has that kind of like golden hour sheen to it. And on, it just doesn't have that. It sucks, dude. Don't support AI. Don't support generative AI. Don't support none of that bullshit.
Yeah, this is a different character.
Oh, this one's bad. This one is bad. They're like, oh, here's Emily Blunt, but worse. Yeah. Like, somehow. Like, it's so
what
bad.
Are we doing?
It's so bad. Don't support none of this shit. I really hope that this go around. I was talking to some of my best buddies today, and because they were just like, you know, did you hear about the NVIDIA stuff? And I'm like, I honestly feel like this is one of those situations where like all these companies were so far invested into this technology.
Oh yeah.
Like when the waters were already getting muddy 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. And now they're so far gone that there's like a possibility that like NVIDIA knows that this wasn't going to go over well. And they're just like, but what are we going to do? Pull out of this massive multi-trillion-dollar investment? We're getting mad, Neo. We're getting mad.
We are mad, yeah. This is what they've decided to show off. This is the best things that they can show off. I'm 3 old fashions deep and ready to fight some bitches. Neo, that's
fucking
fair.
Ready to go, dude. Like ready to go. We're storming NVIDIA, dude. Fist fights all around.
Neo, it might fuck up the it'll fuck up the cameras. If you want to hop into the waiting room, I'll pull you in. Okay, like, I'm just throwing that out there, bud. Okay, if you hop into the waiting room in the Discord, I will pull you into the podcast room. Because like I think we're all agreeing with each other that this is shit.
Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not good. The Starfield ones and I think the Resident Evil ones are the worst. That is a different human being. That is a different human being, dude.
I honestly don't even think these are the worst because these are next-gen games. This fucking Hogwarts Legacy shit. Look at this.
Wait, go back to the Goblin. Does it change the Goblin? Does it yassify the Goblin?
It doesn't really yassify it. It just more...
Did we get a yes? Wait,
I'm tipsy
dude?
Though. Neo, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, this one's bad. This one's bad, dude.
Like,
They
it's
yassified the goblin, homie.
this is like very much look what it can do to quote unquote older games. Because yes, this is still technically next gen, but it came out on this was like an Xbox One thing that they could do. But still, you know what I mean? Like it's
bad, dude. And what I was getting at was like they're probably so billions of dollars invested in this technology. They know it's not going to be received well. Everyone's pushing at AI. My last role, it was like the last 12 months of my job there. It was like it was the big AI push. These companies know people are not moving on this AI bullshit. I really hope there's some way that people can vote with their wallets on this one, because this is just, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
All right, this is going to fuck up the cameras or the shots of all of us and
oh boy,
the thing. NeoAoshi is in the waiting room. I'm going to bring him in. 3, 2, 1. Neo, go ahead, bud.
How you doing?
What's up, Neo?
What's up, Gianni? How you doing, man? It's good to talk to you with my voice.
I know, right?
I'm gonna possibly see you at PAX in like a week.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, before I even get into
Johnny,
this
where are you at? Sorry,
I'm like I'm right outside of LA.
Oh, damn, you're
so
flying.
Okay,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm flying.
Okay, go ahead, Neo.
Hell yeah, I'm literally driving like 4 hours. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you ready for my take on this DLS shit?
Yes, that's why I brought you in here.
First of all, forgive me. I've been having a few bevies tonight. All right, but my views on the DLSS shit. Stone straight. Okay. All right. Here we go. Don't mind my language. Okay. DLSS 5 completely goes against the mission statement of DLSS when it was first launched. Deep learning super sampling is what DLSS is actually. And what that does is it's supposed to upscale games and let older hardware actually run newer games on older computers and older hardware. But 5 completely goes against that when it is actually just adding this layer of what do you want to call it? Like the filtering that it is doing. I'm using that as a broad term because we don't actually know what DLSS 5 is doing to these games and images, but DLSS before 5 was actually for taking games, lowering the resolution, and then upscaling them for people's graphics.
Older hardware.
For their hardware, exactly.
Yeah.
So whatever for them to lean on to their DLSS quote brand is disingenuous. First of all, because like I haven't even gotten to what DLSS 5 is doing in general, like what it's showing us. I'm sorry, guys. It's very hard to get my thoughts in order right now. I thank you for letting me come on this.
Take your time.
I have a lot of thoughts on this, though.
Take your time.
Those old fashions.
I know, dude. Okay, so we established that DLSS.
Gabi says we know what it's doing. It's sending the game to ChatGPT and asking it to make the game look good.
Basically, is what it looks like.
It's oh my god. It frustrates the hell. This DLSS frustrated this version of DLSS frustrates the shit out of me. Okay.
Yeah, it's just go for it. Sorry, you're on a roll.
No,
dude.
Go ahead. I need you say something and let me get back on my soapbox in a second.
Yeah, my whole thing is like I just like again I can't claim to be the expert on this, and this is what I was saying earlier is just like it'd be one thing if they were like, this is just morally bad and it is doing a thing that makes it look a certain way where we can go, okay, it is a quality of life improvement, but it's not even fucking doing that. It's making it look worse. And we don't even know where these assets are being sourced from because again, we've pulled how many different actors from these different character models. And in this case, this one that you're showing right here, this food setting, it doesn't even look. It almost downgrades it in a way that just looks washed out. It looks
brighter.
It flattens
it's washed out.
It flattens
the image. Yeah.
Oh God,
it looks like it almost removes like all of the lighting intention that's
the
game had
one.
intention for.
Yeah.
Like, look, with it off, it looks like you could tell, like, okay, it's like sunset, we're kind of at a certain specific time of the day. When you put it on, it's like, yeah, okay, the lighting, I guess, is there, but it eliminates any context around what time of day this is, what the setting is outside. Whereas when it's off, you get a very specific vibe about where this scene is taking place. Mm-hmm. And not when this scene is taking place.
That character, when you put DLSS 5 on, looks like they said, "Oh, that character looks like Arya Stark." So, like, we're gonna make that character look like Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Yes.
And exactly. Well, like, okay. The best example I think is the Grace Ashcroft example.
Oh God,
which one?
Because that example specifically showed intention. And first of all, their before image looks like they're running that shit on a low quality. Like low settings.
Yeah.
Because I played RE9 on a 4080.
She don't look like that in my game.
She don't look like that in my game either. Like, I'm talking about the before pictures. I'm not even talking about the DLSS 5 pictures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, that
right here.
They're trying to create a gap, clearly.
Yes. And I think they're intentionally showing like, hey, this is like low quality, but like not telling us it's low quality, and then showing us like their DLSS 5 model or whatever they're showing us. The DLSS 5 model for Grey specifically looks like they sourced like Scarlett Johansson. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like the lips are different.
That's what we mentioned earlier.
Like,
like shadows. It's a mix of Amber Heard and Scarlett Johansson. Like
dude. Look, they took away the blonde out of her hair. Like even like they gave her highlights. Like, it looks like the blonde are highlights.
Yeah.
It completely removes the intention of the of like the original art design and the art direction. Not to mention, I've seen people today defend this. Like, look, the developers implement it. I have yet to see an actual developer implement it or endorse this. Like, specifically endorse this.
Yeah.
I've seen Todd Howard endorse this. And quite frankly, look, I love Fallout, Mr. Hawks. I mean, I know you love 76.
Most of this episode is about Starfield and how we love Todd Howard.
Is it really?
Yes.
I mean, I did say he's not perfect.
Yeah, we did say that, yeah.
I think Bethesda in general is in a technology debt. They're in a technology and graphics debt. They are completely behind on a lot of modern graphics and engine technology. And look, we can that's like a whole other podcast where we can debate like Bethesda's like style of game design and like.
No, that's the next hour. Go ahead.
That's the next. Oh no, I'm not here for the next hour. I'm so sorry, but like, to have Todd Howard come out and be like, yes, this is a thing we like. I look at that and go, excuse me, Todd.
You say that, and then
you are a master of your craft.
And then we see this shit.
Yeah, the Starfield stuff. It almost feels like they can go like for Todd Howard specifically, or I'm sorry, for Bethesda specifically. It feels like they can go, well, this is great. Bethesda DLSS 5 is a tool that we can use because our engine that we love using and we've used iterations of for years and years, and we've like built upon it. We don't really need to improve them graphically now because DLSS 5 is going to do the hard work for us and give everybody little wrinkles and give them little details and facial animations that we didn't really need to worry about. Our developers don't need to care about that now. Our artists don't need to worry about actual design of the things that we're making. And frankly, that's kind of gross to me. It just seems like you don't want to make the games.
You don't want to do the
you
hard
are
work.
Talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like
It feels like giving up on what everybody's looking for. You know what I mean? It
Yes.
feels like a shortcut.
And I understand that it's easy for me to sit in my little chair here and like say that as someone who has not designed a game. But at the same time, this feels like.
But you're also we're the people who are supposed to buy the games and spend our money on the games. Like, yeah, we're not making them, obviously, but like the reason they're being made, and this is going to sound, almost shitty, but like I don't mean it in that way. I'm not being like they're doing this because of it. No, but the reason that companies make games is to get the audience to purchase them, and
yes,
when,
ideally
when a game, when you kind of have this whole rigmarole around it, like this shit, like for me at least, it makes it so I'm like,
Seems counterintuitive.
I don't want to spend money on this.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would actively go for a game that has this kind of man. And it's so conflicting because the article that they released said like Capcom and Bethesda and Ubisoft, I believe, were like the main developers that were like, we're going to be using this technology.
Yeah,
man, that makes me feel really bad because like Capcom has been killing it lately. Like I've been loving the games that they've been putting out, and man, like to see them like go down this path, like they didn't need to. Like Resident Evil 9, when that dropped, like even before they announced this, like people were like, this game looks incredible. Like people have been absolutely gushing about the style and the intensity of Resident Evil 9. And for them to just like put this like shitty filter over it is honestly like to me, I'm like, wow, I feel insulted for the artists and the developers of Resident Evil. Like Jesus Christ.
And I think the scary thing too is like the whole conversation around anything AI back to, when people were like, oh, look, this fucking blob looks like a Pikachu. Like going all the way back to that, like every step of the way has just been, okay, but then what? What's next? Because every time something like this happens, there's like this clear level of like being painted in a corner where it's like forced adoption. And it's like, well, you're either going to deal with it or get out. And then it's just, okay, but then what's the next logical step? How far do we go 2 years from now, a year from now, 6 months from now? What's the next step that we're going to be forced to put up with this kind of washing away of artistry and washing away of this art form that we love so much? You know what I mean? It's just the whole idea behind all of this has just been one slippery slope after another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this is for sure.
I honestly think this last picture right here is one of the most telling things as to what they're trying to do here. Because the iguana. Yeah, because look, like off, on. Okay. It's brighter.
Look at that.
It changes
the fucking lizard, dog.
But come on. No, like, but
like people can go, oh, it just makes it brighter, but like it literally changes the scene.
No,
like,
but like no, like let me finish here.
Go ahead.
Look at the lizard. The focus of this image is that lizard, right? Brighter. It's this lizard, same lizard. This girl, different fucking people. Like it's taking the humans
clearly Arya Stark
that we're seeing, and it's changing these faces and everything, and maybe the hair has more sheen to it. Cool, okay, that's a different face.
That's Mila Kunis, dog. Like, come on now.
That's a different face. That's a different fucking race, almost. Jesus Christ. Real Jesus.
Well, and that's another conversation
Christian
too.
Jesus. Real. No.
That's another conversation too. Is that these the sourcing that they use for a lot of this stuff is inherently biased in that regard. So you are running that risk with things like that, And that's a huge problem.
Yeah, as much as like all the background stuff here is like, yeah, I can see more details here because it's brighter, but it's not necessarily because it looks better. It's just
Yeah, but that scene specifically you're looking at changes the lighting. It changes the atmosphere.
it does. No,
Yeah.
it does. It does.
It removes the atmosphere.
But it's
It
like
changes
it's
the
just
scene
changing.
completely.
Their big thing is like, oh, the humans look more human. That's not a good thing. And it's also, I mean, I disagree. It's like, oh yeah, you can see more of the wrinkles. Cool. Send Nuggies with the raid. Thank you so much. We are currently talking about
Hey.
this fun DLSS
Hey.
5. That was the number, right? Yeah.
I
DLSS
have-
5. All this fun shit.
I have
with,
yet to have Send Nuggies convince me to pick up Marathon, and I'm very disappointed.
Wait, did you buy it yet or no?
No, but I'm like on the precipice. I'm on the precipice.
Welcome in, Raiders. We've got
What up?
Gianni DiCrosta here, and then NeoAoshi was in chat, and he's kind of drunk, so we pulled him into the voice.
I had a few old fashions tonight. Shout out Hero Time with the old fashions.
To specifically talk about this DLSS 5 bullshit. Thank you so much for the raid, Nuggies. You are fucking great. You are great. Neo, buy fucking Marathon. You have a job, so you have money. Also, if you're not following, please maybe give us a follow here on Twitch. We are live every Tuesday. This is the Storymoders channel. Usually it's myself and my co-host Mike. Mike is out tonight. He is a bit under the weather, so hopefully he's going to be back next week. We love him. Mike, we love you.
Snakes got him.
The fucking snakes got him. Snakes got him. You know? But yeah, if you don't follow this channel, we are here live every Tuesday evening, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. DC Hard Rocker, why the fuck are you awake? Jesus goddamn Christ. Do you ever sleep? If not, come onto the podcast one of these days.
This is prime DC Hard Rocker time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he needs to come onto the podcast one of these nights. But yeah, we are talking about this DLSS 5 fucking yassified glow up that this old lady has. It's just a fucking filter that looks like shit.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I the asshole here, guys? I mean, I'm an asshole, but not the asshole.
No, I don't think you are. I don't think you are. And you know what? Hawk will talk about. I might buy Marathon. We'll see.
Buy it.
Side content.
See, that's
side talk.
That's a different human being, dude.
This is a different fucking person. Yeah.
It's they changed everything. The lighting, the atmosphere, the like things in the background, like
the jawline.
Don't just look at the face. look at what happens to the background too, and like the lighting and the atmosphere.
Says it's make him pretty AI. Exactly. Yeah, it's yassifying him. Ooh, Hero with the fanatical link to buy Marathon for what, $24? $34.
Yeah, $24. Wait,
34.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Yeah.
I was about to go buy it right now.
I got a link open on my screen here for like $33. Don't worry about it, chat.
Oh, here we go. Come on, bro. No,
I just look. One thing that I was going to bring up before, I'm going to use an example like Nintendo as an example. They make games and they're very popular and they follow a specific art direction. And we can easily use Pokopia as an example, even Tears of the Kingdom as an example of a non-realistic game that just absolutely kills it.
Yeah.
Right? Like they don't need to follow these realism rules that DLSS 5 is trying to like accomplish. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I don't know if you guys talked about this yet because I came in a little late, but
you kind of came in right as we started talking about this topic.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, honestly, most of this episode is about Starfield.
In the
got summoned like Candyman, bro.
Oh boy, let's go. In the article that NVIDIA released, they said that they had two 5090s running these demos, and one of the 5090s was running the game, and the other one was running the actual DLSS 5 model that they were running, and frankly, to me, that says that this isn't for consumers. especially when you're talking about like 5090s, which is like a $2,000 graphics card, and if you're using two, that's way out of consumer price ranges.
This isn't for this is for people to use their what the Nvidia, I forget what their like streaming thing is, where you're essentially playing games off of their 5090s.
Yeah, like GeForce Now style.
GeForce Now.
That's it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And frankly, like this is, oh man, DLSS's original mission was, this is what I said when I was trying to say when I first came into the chat here. DLSS's original mission was to make it easier to run newer games on older hardware, and this does not accomplish that at all. Like this does not make that dream
it's on the opposite.
viable. Yeah.
It's literally made it so like older hardware cannot run this shit. Like I have a 30. The fuck do I have? GeForce. I don't know.
It's like RTX. Completely
it's a 30
for that purpose. Yeah.
My fucking chair is caught. Hold on.
Chat, hang on.
Did we lose him?
Podcast is.
I can't move my chair.
He's moving his chair.
I have one of those like plastic like carpet covers.
Oh yeah.
And it's just completely fucked. And the wheel is just caught there. So we're just fuck it, we'll do it live. But no, yeah, this is literally showing off what I don't think any of us can afford. At least.
No.
And if you can afford two 5090s and not bat an eye, hit me up because I want to pay my mortgage. You know what I mean?
Look, yo, let me borrow $1. Like,
yeah.
They say in the fall that this is coming out like later this year, like in the fall or whatever. And if the game provides me with a toggle for DLSS 5, what incentive do I have to turn it on? Like looking at their examples here, it does not give me an incentive to be like, okay, my game, I want to look like this. And frankly, like if Resident Evil 9, like if I'm going to play Resident Evil 9 again and like have that kind of filter throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
It almost feels like that they don't want that these filters that they're going to be applying to that don't actually want me to enjoy the game as the developers intended.
Yeah.
Because because it offers this weird like this fake I know Gianni, you were about to say something, but like
no. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just I think on the thing there too is like developers keep track of these stats in terms of like adoption of very specific settings on these things. So I'd be curious to know like what the adoption rate is even going to be on using this feature. You know what I mean? I wonder if the vocal group like us that are like, hey, fuck this is bullshit, are loud enough to where it gets to a point where they go, why are we investing any more dollars in this very particular project, in this very particular product, to where it's no longer even feasible for them to do such a thing? I hope that we're the majority. You know what I mean? But the reality is like,
I don't
12 months. Yeah. And that's sad to me because 12 months,
we are, yeah.
12 months, 18 months down the road. I mean, those numbers are going to come out, you know, in terms of like how much people are adopting this. But I will tell you, you know, based on my timeline, there's just like there is a large group of chuds on the internet that think that this is like the next fucking second coming of Christ, and that's
we
insane
saw some people
to me.
in the KF chat earlier today that were kind of being like, "Oh, it's the future. You just got to get on board with it." Like, no,
that's insane, dude.
Neo, do you have another longer thought right now?
Wait, you're gonna put me in a spot like this? How dare you?
Yeah, because I gotta pee, but like,
oh, you want me to just like talk aimlessly?
Yeah,
at the
I want you two to talk, and just so I can go pee. Is that cool?
All right, I'll vamp with you. I'll vamp. I'll vamp
Thank
with
you.
Here.
Thank you. I'll be back.
There it is.
I mean, look, on the argument that like this is a thing that we just have to get on board with, I think that's a pretty lazy statement because it doesn't fully. Oh, okay, it almost plays into this like, hey, well, this is good for me mindset, but it doesn't really consider the actual like landscape of game development and art direction. And frankly, if this is another like, okay, when DLSS first came out, Gianni,
Yeah.
people were worried that this was going to be like, okay, well, developers don't have to optimize their games because they can just use DLSS to like kind of be like, hey, we can just use DLSS to like make our game run better for people with various hardware specifications, right? I don't want to see this become that because this isn't. Oh man, I have a lot of conflicting thoughts. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing with this conversation and I think that's what makes this whole situation so frustrating is because this is such a nuanced conversation. I heard them say it even like on Kind of Funny earlier, and obviously it's not this serious, but it's like someone was saying like how AI is used for like, and I'm broadening AI here, but like how AI is used for like cancer treatment and stuff like that. And it's like, it's not fair that we can't bring that up when we're over here talking about things that like don't save lives. Like it is such a nuanced conversation. It's not as simple as like this bad, this
kinds
good.
Of AI. We're talking about generative AI, and 100%. We're talking about AI that can kind of like solve problems, like medical problems, right?
100%.
This to me, DLSS 5 specifically, looks like a generative AI, which is frankly stealing. It is stealing from other art direction and it's stealing from other artists. And when I look at Grace's face, because I keep going back to her face because it frankly looks like Scarlett Johansson and those actresses that you pointed out. Like it looks like an amalgamation of that. It doesn't look like the character that they designed. And we've seen that character in multiple scenes, angles, everything. And when you look at this version of her that they've designed and put through the filter of DLSS 5, it does not come off as something that they have intentionally created.
No. And it looks like a different character. It
looks like
two different screenshots.
And it's wild.
You're washing away any artistry that there is in like you said, the intention is just being eliminated. And it's unfortunate. It's super unfortunate.
Exactly. This here does not look like Grace Ashcroft. Okay. This is a different character.
And actually, frankly,
they
like
look I'm not a little different.
I'm not a like football soccer person.
Yeah.
But like I'm assuming that's a real person, right? Is that a real soccer person?
Virgil van Dijk, he's a piece of shit.
Okay. Irregardless of his, shitness. Is that what he looks like?
Send Nuggies. This is like the NVIDIA site.
It's like they're like
they're like, hey, look how great this is. And this is what they're. Yeah.
How great this is. Look how great this is. That one's bad too, because like the Harry Potter one above, it just like, or below, it eliminates the time of day feeling. You can't even tell like the whole point of those other moments is like, we know it's golden hour. We know there's like suns beaming from a very specific place. And it's like, you don't really get that vibe. Yeah. He looks, I don't know about that.
I mean, is that the same person? I would have to see a side by side with his like real face with like the NVIDIA stuff.
This is his real face, bud.
No, yeah, I get that. But now I gotta see like the NVIDIA stuff next to it.
Yeah, this is the NVIDIA right here. This is on.
Turn it on.
Yeah, more importantly, this is a real person. So like there you go.
I know it's a bit cut off on the stream, so I do apologize for that. But like,
I mean, even with that FIFA pick, like it changes the lighting of the scene. Like it really does.
It changes his face. Like look.
Yeah, his face.
Look
is
at his
completely
cheeks.
Different.
Okay, like his forehead. Look at his cheeks here. Like he does not have these pronounced cheeks. This brow.
Okay, but now drag the slider across it.
Like DLSS.
This is off.
Like that looks more like this guy. That's off. I mean, it's FIFA, so either way, it's not gonna be like for like, but
I think
there's
we're
only
honestly,
like this is like a almost like in match shot. You know what I mean? So
I think this is a slippery slope we're going down.
yeah,
this
this is not
I think
virtual
that's the
bandits.
bottom
great.
line. No,
I think developers are going to view this as a tool that they can use to like be like, okay, we don't have to really finish our model or our skinning because we can apply
We can
DLSS 5.
And I
Or,
think there might
like,
be some developers that do that.
I don't know.
Obviously, but I feel like this almost, and maybe this is just wishful thinking, but like it's like if my job, like my passion, is making these games, like making this stuff look as great as possible, and like using my artistic freedom to kind of do this stuff.
yeah,
I'm not gonna want someone else to come in and be like, "Oh, cool, thanks for the, the base floor. I'm gonna put other shit on top of it." No, it's
yeah,
what I'm hoping is that like developers and everything and artists are like, no, this is what I'm going for. This is what I want this to look like. This is what we designed. Don't come in here and like if this whole thing is like, oh, the lighting is different. No, this is not different lighting. This is not different lighting. You know what I mean? Like
changing.
This is changing
everything.
things at like a base level, and I'm hoping. And I don't, I'm not a game developer. I'm not an artist. I'm dog shit at everything that I try to do. That it's going to be more of like a pride thing. It's like no. I made this Grace Ashcroft for in this version to run apparently on a PS2. That's my design. Don't come in here and put. I think Andy Cortez earlier said like it looks like a PNG on top of a picture.
Yeah.
Like it looks like that on top of whatever this is.
It looks like,
and I'm hoping that the developers, because honestly, the suits at the top making the business decisions, they're gonna be like, no, this is cheaper for us. Fuck yeah, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? We're gonna use this. Yeah, it looks like a Snapchat filter, but if I'm hoping that the developers and like the artists are like, no, this like we made this game to look like this. If you want this game to look like a fucking shitty mobile game ad that I'm gonna see in between different videos on a certain website that I can't say the name of, yeah, go ahead and fucking make it. Like, throw that shit into ChatGPT. Let him shit out some dumb thing. But
Hero says it looks like those weird AI bring your photo to life filters.
Exactly.
And that,
No, exactly.
I think
That's
that,
exactly
I think
what it looks
that
like.
is specifically that Grace
1000%.
Ashcroft, where they're just like slightly moving to like prove it's not a still image,
it doesn't look better. It looks different.
here's what I think they should use this technology for. They should make LA Noire 2
Yes.
Fuck you.
and then use this technology to be like,
100%.
look at their facial animations and then tell if they're lying.
Yeah. Do you ever like look at old footage of LA Noire? Like, remember when LA Noire came out and it was like, whoa, it's real people. And then you look at old footage of LA Noire and you're like, oh, all right.
But if you look at LA Noire in motion, like you can tell there's like motion going on in their face. Like look at the animation in the face of LA Noire. It's different. It is different than most video games that you probably have ever seen. It's actually kind of crazy when you think about how they made LA Noire.
God, I loved LA Noire. Such a good game.
Yeah, me too. I still have that can of beans from GameStop. That was crazy. That's a random side tidbit.
DC Hard Rocker says something very true. Thing is, despite all the talking about gamers for this isn't for gamers. It's bullshit to get companies to buy in on NVIDIA's AI model over ChatGPT or whatever else. And that's
1,000% right.
This isn't made for gamers. This isn't made for us.
We are indeed bitching at a gamer level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and honestly, there is a broader stroke to what the reason why they introduced this and why they're showing this off.
It's for the shareholders.
For the shareholders.
For the shareholders.
Let's go to. I think we're good here with just the three of us right now on screen, and I think we can hear all of us.
I'm a lovely avatar.
I don't give a fuck what you are, but
Oh.
I want to pull up what this looks like, but I don't want to do the search.
Honestly,
on the
just
screen.
pull up like an LA Noir scene. Like, let's just watch LA Noir.
Let's just watch a whole playthrough of LA Noir.
Yeah.
I got time.
So, this is a music video from an incredible band called President.
Did they use AI?
No, but the lead singer of President wears a mask, and this is what these fuckers look like.
You're gonna get copyright struck for this?
Yeah, because President's fucking amazing.
Worth it.
This is probably gonna be, but like, this is like a good video because it's literally it gets a human underneath with
A human mask.
human mask, and that's what
That was the lady in Hogwarts, dude. That was
Yes,
the Hogwarts
That's
lady.
the lady in Hogwarts. 1,000%.
exactly.
like, come on now, dude. Oh, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit.
That's what these like DLSS5 things look like. Is there's this face on top of a person, and you see like some things moving, but for the most part, no. It's just here's a shitload of wrinkles because people have wrinkles, right?
I mean, even with this music video, that is invoking Uncanny Valley vibes, right?
And that's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
You know, is like that's what they're going for. Is that like it looks almost kind of human, but you can't really place it.
Yeah.
You know, they're called President, and it's like, yeah, you could wear like a Reagan mask or like a Bush mask, but like, no, this looks like an amalgamation of a bunch of different things, and it looks slightly human, and that's, to me, what a lot of this DLSS 5 stuff is looking like. It's like, it's trying to look like what this technology thinks a human looks like.
Yeah.
These Ethan
Yeah.
Hunt
Like-
motherfuckers.
You know?
Yeah. Ethan Hunt.
But also, President's
like
fucking
al-
amazing, and they're so goddamn good. This motherfucker's voice live.
Damn, you
is
heard him?
insane.
He said the president's amazing. You heard him?
President is the best new band that I've heard
I
in the
said he
last
loved ice.
years. Motherfucker, I order when I go to McDonald's. I'm like, give me a large Coke, no ice.
No
and they're like,
ice.
No ice.
oh
No
wow,
ice.
you're a badass. And I'm like, no, I just like it's already cold. I don't need ice in it. What the fuck? It's already a cold drink. I'm not gonna drink it over 25 hours. No, just give me the fucking Coke. Plus, then you get more Coke. You know, because there's no ice in it. Whatever.
Exactly. Blaster Goblin says AI makes everyone look like the underside of a ball sack or bowling ball smooth. Yeah, there's no in between. like there's no in between.
Where's this old person over here?
Dude, even with the Hogwarts Legacy person, it looks like they aged that person up because of the lighting and wrinkles and all that stuff.
Yeah, they look older.
I don't think this shows up on the stream next to each other.
No. Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, that's like there's a mask on top of a person that is then talking, and it's much more prevalent when you watch the video. But I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't watch video. I just want to listen to President. God, they're so fucking good live. Jesus Christ, you guys! I saw them a couple weeks ago. Oh my God. This unknown lead singer, who everybody knows who it is so fucking good live. Jesus Christ, it's so good. All right, do you guys have any other thoughts about this DLSS 5 shit that isn't just it sucks? It sucks.
Okay,
Before I dip out of here, I will say that I am worried because of the introduction of this technology that they're trying to push on us, that it does not bode well for a lot of our AA, AAA games going forward.
Okay.
I I think a lot of people are the people who are becoming accepting of this and being like, well, I think it looks good and I think this is like the future. I don't think they really realize what they're signing up for when they say that. Because I don't know if this is I don't think this is going to get them better games. I don't think this makes games better.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I think this is a thing that it doesn't. I don't know what else to say. It doesn't make the game. It won't make games better. It won't make the work behind the games that we love worth playing. Does that make sense? Like, this doesn't add anything.
No,
this isn't like watching someone leap in their art direction and graphics fidelity. This is intimidation. It is pretending to be a good graphics.
I liken this a lot to, and I won't get into specifics, but like the people that like this stuff like it because they think it's going to be good for their experience. And I liken that a lot to politics right now, which is some people are thinking about the needs of themselves while others are thinking about the needs of many. And I feel like that's the same shit here. Is like all they care about is their yassified Grace Ashcroft. Mm-hmm. They don't care about what this slippery slope is going to lead to. And I think that is, to your point, Neo, I think that's the scary thing, because the overall scheme, the overarching point here is it's not going to make these games better. It's not going to make them. Yeah. They think it's going to make their game better. It's not. It's not.
It gives me this, like, going back 20 years, like a few generations, really. There was a time where there's a new video game generation, and that means there's a giant jump in graphic quality. You know what I mean? From the SNES to the 64. You know what I mean? Like from the 64 to the GameCube. Like there's a visual gap there that you can look at, and you're like, oh no, I get why this is a new console generation. This looks so much better. This looks so much different. This looks so much clearer. And this seems like for some people, like in reality, we're not going to really get better graphics. Like graphics are almost peaked as to what they can look like, and with the power that consoles and PCs can have,
/ level it out when it comes to
pretty much, yeah. And those you're getting it's diminishing returns.
How much better can it really look?
Yeah. And for some people, they look at something like this and it's like, oh, this is my graphical jump. But it's not. It is just. It looks. Yeah, you can see more wrinkles. Is that a good thing? Are they supposed to be there? You know what I mean?
What kind of hardware am I going to need to see these wrinkles?
What kind of hardware am I going to need? You're getting more details, but are those details, like, one, necessary, and two, are they, like Neo said, they're not making the game look or play better. They're just, it's more shit on top of this.
Yeah. Like, I would love to talk to the artist who designed this character and go, if there's anything that you could have changed about this character in your vision of this character, is it this?
It is.
Like, I would love to hear that side of the story.
It's President. You know what I mean? Like, where these, like, wrinkles are part of the mask. They don't go away. Like, they're just, there's more detail here. Because
what I would love to say about...
we carved in wrinkles on the top and the wrinkles on the side. No, but this isn't what a human looks like at all times. This is just...
Here's the difference, Mr. Hawks, with what we're looking at with the band is called President. Is that what we're looking at?
Yes, President, yeah.
What this mask is intentional. This is the art designed and shown to us by this musician.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
What DLSS 5 is doing is not intentional. It is literally interpreting, and it is displaying what it thinks wants us to be realism. Mm-hmm. It thinks it's showing us realism, but it's not.
Yeah.
That band is like you're right. It looks like that band's face mask, that President face mask, right? But But the reality is that man wanted to show us this. That is his artistic intent.
Yes.
Whereas these video games like Resident Evil and Hogwarts or whatever, they are showing us a interpretation that they think that AI is kind of like putting out like a what is it, like a cellophane like cover over and saying this is what we're interpreting.
You want to watch the Cellophane video by Don Broco? I don't think they wear masks, but it's a great song.
Not cellophane. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like a sheen.
Yeah.
Like a wall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a completely different thing.
It's all bullshit.
Like, even this, President, like you said, this is a deliberate act. This is one. It's a way for this artist to be quote unquote unknown. All right, but it's like we fucking know who it is, bud. Okay, if you're a fan of this gentleman's work, you know his voice, you know his screams. We know who it is, but at the same time,
it's the first time I've heard of this man.
You potentially, I've hung out a bit.
I don't know who this person is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a hip hop head, so this is like
totally fair. Like anybody in the chat right now that might know is DC Hard Rocker because he is in. He's next to England. He's not. I don't know if it's England. It's a different country or something. I'm not sure. How many countries are in this country? 4. But like this is the first thing they ever posted. This is their first video. This is the first time we ever saw President was this mask. Okay. Let me go back to, Angel. This is the most recent thing, Angel Wings. And let's see if we can get a good... Like, you can see the mask now is even more kind of fucked up. Now there's like a big thing for the mouth. So now there's like a human mouth. And it's kind of more like this. Like, again, they're leaning into this doesn't look real. Intent. Yeah, like that's the artistic intent. Like this doesn't look like we're trying to make you not necessarily think that this looks good, but this makes you look at it and you're like, that's not good.
Honestly,
that's unnatural. And it seems like they're trying to do the opposite. They're like, no, this is natural. This looks good. This is what you think a human is.
This is like interpreting the artistic intent using a form of AI, which... AKA generative AI, AKA like it is pulling from resources, not from the developers. It is pulling from. I mean, damn. I'm making an assumption there. I'm making a huge assumption by calling it generative AI, but it really does feel like that. Especially
it clearly is though. Yeah, it's clearly that
example.
God, man. All bad. All bad.
And it's a whole lighting thing, right? Out of all of them,
the lighting. Look,
out of all of them,
on the side of her face anymore.
Yeah, out of all of them, I think like this is probably the closest to being the same lighting. Yeah, there's a shadow here. There's not
the same lighting.
But for the most part, like
her
the
face
rest
is
of this,
fully lit once you pull the slider over.
But it's fully lit. And it's showing off all this extra detail because this light is what? Fucking X-ray? I don't know. But yeah, it looks bad. It looks bad. And if you disagree, I don't care. Get your own podcast.
You don't have eyes. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Your eyes are broken.
Yeah. It looks like shit. You know what doesn't look like shit, though?
Gianni. He's handsome.
President. They're fucking so good. You guys. Sorry. Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry.
They're so good. But also, Gianni looks beautiful.
Sorry. I got all excited for a second.
You know what? We got the 3 of us here. Let's go ahead and round this out with the 3 of us. Okay, this has been kind of an extra long episode, but I'm not mad about it. Gianni and I had a great conversation about Starfield.
Absolutely.
Our best friend NeoAoshi came in to talk about DLSS 5, and it's...
If you want to know my opinion on Starfield, I think it's kind of shit.
Just derail everything. After we gave it all these flowers.
Anyway, yeah, round it out, Hoss. Go ahead.
Killing him.
Neo loves Legend of Zelda, so I don't listen to him anyway.
I mean, it's frankly one of the greatest series of all time. I don't know what we're talking about.
They're shitty games. They're boring. Your main character doesn't talk. He's a mute fuck. Okay.
Literally, the entire series is excellent. It's excellence. It's crazy.
The entire series, Neo. The entire series.
The entire series.
The entire series, Neo.
Minus Legend of Zelda 2 for NES, and minus the fucking whatever they called the live action whatever bullshit Zelda games on the. You know what I'm talking about? The fucking.
You said the entire
motion
series.
Graphics ones.
You said the entire series. All those
Zelda games are incredible.
Neo.
Wait, you don't like any Legend of Zelda game?
No, they're fucking boring as fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Just play it. It's so good.
I've tried multiple Legend of Zelda games. They're boring as fuck.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god! I like OG. Like
Link to the Past is one of the greatest games of all time.
Look, if I want to play a game where I am a twink beating up enemies, I'll play Resident Evil 2. Okay? I don't.
There's room for both.
Yeah,
you could be two twinks. Dude.
All twinks can be involved. It's fine.
Wow, that is a spicy take, bro.
Neo,
dude, you have no idea, Gianni. I am so mad at him for this take. It's crazy. And
that's crazy.
Yakuza for the first time this Friday. Can you believe that?
Ooh.
Yes.
A game that I've never played, and I don't care to play, but I'm gonna do it,
bud,
because I care.
Phenomenal. If you want me, I will be there for you, buddy. I'll be there. Your Verum Dex. Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
You'll guide me through the Yakuza.
I will guide you through. You're playing. You said Yakuza 0.
I mean, you tell me what Yakuza should I start out with?
Honestly, I would recommend. And this is somebody coming to the Yakuza series late. Okay, because some people don't like older Yakuza heads don't like the Kiwami games. I loved Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2. Okay, those are the remakes of Yakuza's 1 and 2, and they're just like more recent. They have like more quality of life features. But the thing is with Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza 0, it's like Star Wars. Okay, like
go ahead.
If you have you heard of the what is it the machete cut of Star Wars? The machete
machete.
What? Fuck off.
Like Danny Trejo?
No, like
Danny
the machete
Trejo? Yeah.
way to watch Star Wars. I don't know why it's called the machete. Is it in that movie? I don't know. But it's essentially like you watch episode 4. Okay, you watch A New Hope. And then you go and watch episodes 2 and 3 because episode 4 tells you about Luke and Darth Vader. And then you watch episodes 2 and 3 to learn about Vader and kind of his history. And then you go back to 5 and 6. You know, but you skip 1.
I think
but it's like that thing where it's
I agree, Neil. I agree.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying like that's
okay.
It's
watch them in the order they came out.
Yeah. That's the thing.
If
you want to play them in the order that they came out, you play Yakuza Kiwami, which is technically Yakuza 1, which that's your big introduction to
what's Yakuza 0?
Kazuma
Why am I
Kiryu.
playing Yakuza 0?
Okay, I will tell you.
That's the one on the train, right? It's a Resident Evil joke. Sorry.
Oh, motherfucker. No. Like Yakuza 1 is your original one, and that's where you get introduced to the main characters. Like 1, Kazuma Kiryu, and then 2, his best friend / biggest enemy, Goro Majima, the guy with the eye patch. Okay. And Kiwami is like literally his story is Kiryu's story, and this is like the beginning of the game. You find like you're in the Yakuza, you're kind of wherever you're at in the Yakuza, you walk in on your best friend who's not Majima, like another guy, your best friend murdering the patriarch of the family. Like this is the beginning of the game of Yakuza 1. Okay. And then you decide to take the rap and you go to jail for 10 years. So then most of Yakuza 1 is you after this 10 years and you were out of you're out of the clan, you're out of the family. And then it's 10 years later, you're trying to like kind of pick up the pieces and shit's, all this shit's changed.
So that's Yakuza 1.
That's
what is
1.
Yakuza 0?
Yakuza 0. So that's 1 that takes place in like, I want to say like 2005. Okay.
Look,
95 to
just tell me how
2005.
to play these games.
No, like 95 is the beginning of Yakuza 1. That's when you like find it. You go to jail for 10 years. It's 2005. Yakuza 0 takes place during the 80s. And you are Kazuma Kiryu, but you are now like you are a very, very, very young face in this Yakuza clan. But Yakuza 0 has you play as both Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima in the same time period, but they don't know each other. So you literally have two
Parallel
storylines that you're going through at the same time. Where for Kiryu, honestly it's kind of similar. Like you're in Zero, Kazuma Kiryu is essentially being framed for murder, and you have to clear your name. But then Goro Majima's thing is that he's essentially like he's been in the Yakuza longer, and something got fucked up, and he's almost like he's not in prison, but he's like in one area. He's in one town, and he can't leave, and he's forced to do shit there. I'm trying to like be more vague. So it's that thing where like, yeah, you could play Yakuza 1, and you could meet Kazuma Kiryu, and then you can meet Goro Majima and be like, what is this guy's kind of weird. But if you play Yakuza 0 first, then you already know who Goro Majima is, and you kind of have that connection. And 0 was made after 1.
If you asked me, I don't know anything about Metal Gear Solid.
Yes.
How do I start Metal Gear Solid? And I would literally just say, play Metal Gear Solid 1. That's where you're going to start. Yeah. And I asked you the same question. Where do I start with Yakuza? And you just said all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. What fucking game should I be playing?
So if you want to start with Yakuza, I would start with Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is technically Yakuza 7. Okay.
Oh, that's the one I played. That's the only one I played.
If you do you have 0 already?
I do own 0, and it
do you have
is
Kiwami?
Installed. oh God, I'm dying. I don't think so.
Okay, then play 0.
Yeah, I just have 0. I just have 0.
If you have 0 and you don't have Kiwami, play 0. And it's I would say the only downside to playing
Neo
0
wanted
first,
you to say 0 because it's the only one he has.
It's the only one I got.
Yeah. No, I'm legitimately I'm saying like if you have 0 and you don't have Kiwami, play 0. Honestly, the only thing that would kind of mess with things later is the fact that 0 came out super like much later than Kiwami and Kiwami 2 and everything. So like it's like quality of life features that 0 has. But if you're like, oh, I love this, and I'm going to go back and play Kiwami, it's like a downgrade in that regard, in like gameplay wise, just like not gameplay, like fucking controller and shit wise. But no, story wise, 0's fine. 0's super.
Well, now I know where to start too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I played Like a Dragon, but I was meant to go back to it.
For me, like the first one that I played was Like a Dragon, and then I went and played Ishin. That's not a good 1 to 2.
That's just like a time parallel game, right?
Ishin's
like the samurai, like 200 years in the past.
Yeah, but it's like I guess kind of almost a real life story, and the characters and the faces for like the
With
person,
the
the face of Kazuma
like all that
Kiryu
stuff?
is a different person completely. The face of Goro Majima is a different person. It's just like the faces that are the same. But
it's like an anime where like they take the characters and they're like, we're gonna put you in a different situation. It's great.
Yeah, but there's no connection to their characters in the main Yakuza series. It's just, hey, we have these face models, and we're gonna make a historic Japanese game.
Yakuza's always intriguing me. I want to get in on this. I want to be in on it.
Yeah,
because I'm not playing Persona. I don't like Persona. I'm sorry.
Oh my god,
I'm sorry.
Another one of us, dude. Me and Neo, I think we're kindred spirits too.
I've tried. I played
dude.
Mr. Hawk said, "Get Metaphor, play Metaphor."
Oh my god,
and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Metaphor. I put like 15 hours in Metaphor, and I was like, I don't think I can do Metaphor. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I will play Final Fantasy and Expedition. That's what I'll do.
Yep, 100%. I'm with you on that one.
Damn it, Neo.
That's the story for another pod.
Yakuza 0 Friday. Neo, tell people where to find you.
NeoAoshi, twitch.tv. Source NeoAoshi at NeoAoshi on Blue Sky and all the places. Look, my name is NeoAoshi. Just Google that shit. You'll find me. That's like No one else has named that. All right, that's what I'm saying.
So Friday,
Nailed that shit.
March 20th.
Look, find Gianni and I at fucking PAX East next week because I am fucking stoked. Wait, side note, Mr. Hawk, shut up. Gianni, there's a Twitch party
podcast
on like Saturday night.
Ooh.
Did you sign up as a creator for PAX East?
I did not. Is there no way?
Okay.
Oh, jeez. This is my first time at PAX. Oh, Hero's going too. Oh, man. All the homies are going, dude.
Look, yeah. A lot of
Hero's
people,
going too. Cool.
A lot of people are going. Here's the thing. Gianni, DM me your email. I'm going to forward you this invite. I don't know what this Twitch party is going to be. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with it. But, like, I'm looking for shit to do. So, like,
hell yeah.
Johnny,
give me your email. I'm going to send you the invite.
I'm flying. I'm in LA, big dog.
I know. I was like, if you're driving, come pick me up on the way.
Yeah, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, no, I fly. I'll be there Wednesday night, technically.
I'm getting there Thursday.
My first PAX, so I'm stoked. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll DM you, Neo.
Yes.
Awesome.
Please
awesome.
do. Please do hang out.
Because Hero of Time in the chat is going. We got my girl Goth is going. Mazface, Bopo.
Ooh, Jenny from Wholesome Games will be there.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm so excited to like just say hi and meet so many people.
Heck yeah.
I'm so freaking thrilled. And my affiliate anniversary is the Friday night of PAX.
Gianni, are you going to Game Awards this year?
I plan on it. I did. Okay. I missed last year. I went 2024 and 2023. But I didn't get to go 2025. I do plan on going to Game Awards though.
Yeah,
because I'm bummed I missed out.
Hit us up in the group. Like we have a group that goes every year. Neo,
and
Nuggies, and Hero of Time. Like a bunch of us went out last year, and it was fucking cool just to hang out
dude,
with the homies.
I had a lot of fun.
Go to the show.
That was
and
a great trip.
Have a mental breakdown.
Awesome.
That was great. That was a great show.
Even met Todd Howard. I would have yelled at
Howard.
I would have yelled at him if I knew what he was doing.
No way. That's so cool.
I wouldn't have yelled at him. I'm a coward.
Neo did yell at Fran Marabella.
I did yell at Fran Marabella.
Well.
What's the I got a message from Fran. This is a little while back because I was talking to him about maybe coming onto the podcast. And I reached out to him on
please
X.
let me be on that podcast with Fran. I want to fucking shoot that shit with Fran.
And I reached out to him and I was like,
That's
hey,
so
Fran,
cool,
this is Mr. Hawks. My name's Robert. You and I met at Game Awards. I was the one who was talking to you and then pointed you in NeoAoshi's direction.
And then I climbed over like 2 couches and like jumped a barrier.
and he said, oh yeah, that's right. This is a message directly from Fran. You cannot get mad at me for this, Neo.
Oh no.
Neo owes you one for any semblance of a social life.
No. I am fully capable of a social life. No.
I think it's backwards on the stream right now, but like
put that in fucking focus. Put that in fucking focus, you son of a bitch. Let me see that shit.
Hold on. I'm gonna flip my screen here.
He's got the receipts, dude.
Focus.
I don't know how to focus it.
Enhance.
You know what? Just DM it to me. We don't look at that shit. That's crazy. Fucking Fran.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. Oh my god. Please get him on a podcast. I want to fucking.
That's fucking hilarious,
Fran,
dude.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be blurry now for the rest of this. Gianni, where can people find you?
Yes. You can find me, Gianni DiCrosta, GianniDicrosta. Like Neo, I'm the only one on the internet. So look me up on Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere you're at. I'm there as well. I stream 4 days a week over on Twitch. Also, the Content Mill podcast over on YouTube. That's our weekly variety show that we do about gaming. The Content Mill podcast. We have a new episode going up tomorrow about Prey 2017 with Patrick from Spotlight Games and Drop In, Drop Out. We're very excited about.
Wait,
so go follow the podcast and look
what
me
day
up.
is that? Wednesday?
Yes, I don't know when this episode goes up, but the day of this recording.
So we're live now. This will
March
go up on
18th.
Thursday. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So it went up yesterday. Every Wednesday we drop
If you're here live tomorrow, if you're listening
so
later, March 18th, over on the Content Mill on YouTube. You guys on YouTube? Yep.
Yes, we're on YouTube. Yep, the Content Mill podcast.
Yep. So I'm socially speaking, I'm just I'm waiting for my invite. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's coming. We got it. Trust me, we got a list, dude. We got a list, and you're on there, my friend.
Let's go.
Yep. Same. I've been waiting for it the whole time.
Absolutely.
I decided to.
Absolutely.
I decided to finally reach out on my own to Gianni to come on here. Okay. Not
it takes
just
someone to make the first move.
2 people canceled tonight.
Right.
But is that part of it? Yes.
But you know what? I wasn't even invited, and I showed up, Mr. Hawks.
Yes.
That's how good I am.
This is not the first time that Neo's done this, too. I say done this like he did this on... No, he just comes into chat and he has an opinion. I'm like, I want to hear from you because I, unfortunately...
You brought me in for the high guard stuff. I remember the high guard stuff.
Unfortunately, I consider Neo a friend, and it sucks.
Disgusting.
Right. Yeah, Gianni, thank you so much once again last second to come on here, man.
Of course.
This has been... Mike's not here to text me in the middle of this and be like, hey, we should wrap this up and go to bed. So this has been quite a longer one, but I appreciate you for hanging out. This has been a fun time. I've had a great time. Me. Yeah. Neo, absolutely. Thank you for hopping on at the very last, not even last second, just like negative 2 hours, of seconds. But I appreciate you for coming in with your DLSS 5 thoughts.
It's 1:10 on the East Coast, just to let you know.
I don't give a fuck what time it is. It's 11. It's 11:10 here. I'm about to order Del Taco. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm ordering Del Taco because it's cheaper than Taco Bell.
Macho Taco, dude. Whew.
Yeah.
Say
but
less,
we will see you guys next week. I think we're going to have the plan was to do a little March Madness bracket next week to find out the best game of all time. Things may have shifted a bit because Mike is under the weather, so we might be doing that next week. If not, I'll be back and we'll talk about something.
Shocker, it's Legend of Zelda. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow, it's wild, dude.
Spoiler alert.
If someone can find us and find me a big ass, not even like bigger than Hero fan of the Legend of Zelda series, I will bring them on this podcast if they're willing to join me, and I will tell them that their favorite game series is shit. We will see you all next week. This is Storymoders. Bye.